All right. We are live. We are live. You guys cannot currently be heard, just so you know. So I can hear the other players are on, but currently, if you go into the live stream, if you guys are watching it, you should just be able to see me. If I've set this up correctly. So, hello. And hello to the two people who were waiting to watch. Apologise for being late. I think one of them was probably Emily and Face. Cool. All right. So this appears to be running nice and well with an ever so slight delay, but that's all good. Cool. So I've set this up hopefully correctly. We are here to play Fiasco. Utilising the FIASCO computer. If you're watching this in the future zone, you can check out the links in the description below. And we've very gladly been allowed to use the FIASCO computer by the creator, who you'll see in a minute. But which you'll see the FIASCO computer in a minute. At the moment, just you're watching me. But we are playing Fiasco, which is this lovely book here, which is a one-shot game designed by Jason Morningstar, which you can buy this, and there's a lot of supplement books for it as well because it comes with like play sets, and the main book has I think 3 or 4 play sets in it, but the concept is that you are improvising your way through a like a Coen Brothers movie, like a kind of Fargo kind of setup. So they're very that style of like middle American disasters. With characters getting into trouble and escalating situations and things like that. So it's a real world setting. I think there's some fantastical settings, but the base game is just kind of this real world, middle American, like I say, Fargo style scenarios, which are fully improvised, GM-less. And played in one session, so you take turns effectively running a scene each. The only rule when it's your scene, is that your character has to be in it. Other than that, it's a free-for-all, and you're just trying to get through the story and see how it turns out for you. This might be a little bit shaky, just because we are. I've got the screens, the various inputs set up. And hopefully I pick the right one at the right time. But yeah, otherwise we should be good to go. So I will see if we have got our lovely players in the dice tool. So we're using the dice tool, the semiotic blocks dice tool.
Hey.
I think I figured out what went wrong the first time.
Woo!
Woohoo!
Am I going to go tiny again?
You haven't done so far. We've had no size glitches. That seems to have been fixed now. So that should be fine.
Cool.
Cool. All right. Well, on that note, on that bombshell. Hello again and welcome to Fiasco. You could at very least hear me, so in those recordings. Excellent work. So yeah, so we are playing Fiasco. We are going to muddle our way through a quick little game of that as a tester to run this setup and to potentially see about making this into a properly, completely polished and 100% professional series in the future. With absolutely no glitches whatsoever. I know what I'm doing. I'm a technical genius or something. I'm something.
Where's the cat?
I don't know. They've wandered off somewhere.
Is the cat the technical genius?
No.
Yeah.
That's what everyone's here for.
Okay.
The cat will return.
The cat will return in Fiasco 2.
Whether we want it to or not, the cat will appear at some point. Usually, you have to wait for the most inconvenient moment for the cat. It can't just appear on command. It's got to appear as it needs to, like knock the microphone over or like get right in front of the camera or something.
Or just lay on the keyboard or mouse right when you're trying to turn off the stream.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, Here we are. Right. So we discussed this before we started streaming. Emily, you've played this before. Once. Jacinta's played this before. Also
Once, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Face, you've never played this before. No. So I've played this lots of times, but that doesn't mean that I know the rules. I meant to read this book again today, and I forgot. I've also been out all day. But yeah, it was on my to-do list. But yeah, no, I'm sure I can remember as much of this as possible. So the first thing we have to do is we have to choose a playset. So the way this works, I will now take us to the FIASCO computer, which is a free resource online. This is also free. This dice page you're looking at now, you can go on here. This is, what's the address for this? It is Semiotic Blocks. Again, I'll put it in the link below at the end of this video, which you can use to roll your dice. It will automatically roll your dice. You only ever need to roll your dice a couple of times, 2 or 3 times throughout the course of the game, and they're a collective pool, so players don't need individual dice. You'll just chuck a big roll, and this automatically rolled selection here, these are the dice, these are the numbers that we will have for our game, for our setup of our game. Which we'll just then spend, and I'll just want to, oh my god, I pressed the wrong thing. And then when somebody spends a dice, I'll just drag it over and pop it in as if they've spent it there. And that's how the dice blocks work.
Nice.
Oh no, why won't it go back in the thing? Go back in the thing, there you go. And that's how that works. So yeah, so this is our dice pool. I will now take us over to, however, this one here. So this is the FIASCO computer, which is what their website looks like. It's fiasco.tabletopsoftware.net, which is again a free resource that has a bunch of like fan-made FIASCO games that you can see all of them all listed here. There's like a whole bunch of them, various scenarios that you can play in. And they can hear, people can hear you, but they can't see you right now. Your audio is still coming through because I didn't want our faces cluttering up the entire screen.
I mean, this is very fair.
It is very fair. So we need to pick one of these scenarios to play. You can sort of get a vague feel for what they're about. Presumably the superheroes one probably has got superheroes. There's probably some like alternative style ones. Generally, like I said, it's real world settings.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to scan through the FIASCO computer and anything that takes anybody's fancy, you guys can look at it on your screens. You guys can open them up as well. There'll be a brief inside each one. It obviously won't affect my screen for you guys to cycle through them if you wanted to have a little poke through. While I just test our setup and make sure everything is okay.
I mean, now that you said the whole superhero type thing, I am looking at the Heroes of Pinnacle City.
Oh yeah.
I think that might be a bit out there for our first play.
That's fair. That's fair. Maybe like the third or fourth. Dallas 1963.
Dallas 19. Well, what's that say? I'm also looking at New York 1913.
Okay.
That's the one that I've played.
Oh, you played that one? Okay. Let me try a different one. Break a leg. That looks fun. Dallas.
I mean, yeah.
What's break a leg?
Data.
The backstage.
The director sleeps with half the cast.
Yeah.
Okay, right. This is the play that goes wrong, isn't it?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
It does sound quite fun.
And we've got a couple of theatre kids at least here, so.
I mean, yeah, I'm always up for backstage shenanigans.
So which one's that?
You're up to backstage shenanigans. Is this something I should be aware of?
I'm up for backstage shenanigans.
Break a leg. Is that the one you're looking at? Break a leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the world's a frickin' stage. The director slept with half the cast. Your lighting designer is homicidal, and that bastard from the Daily News just panned the show in his column. You'll be lucky on opening night if the cast remembers their lines. Nobody mentions the Scottish play, and the scenery doesn't fall down mid-performance. But hey, the art is all that's important, right? Break a leg is a tribute to the grand traditions and superstitions of the theatre, from the casting couch to the Great White Way. Fair enough. Took a turn at the end there, that sentence. A special note, a special thanks to all the theatres we have worked at over the years that have given us inspiration for this playset. Almost everything in here may actually have happened, one or both of us, during our time working on stage and backstage, including the big box of swords with no lock in it and the severed finger. Also thanks to one particular production of Uncle Vanya and to the theatre departments at Columbia College and Northwestern University for twisting us into the thespians we are today. Yeah, I'm up for this one. That's
All right.
to John Kelly and Megan Pedersen. This is submitted by them.
Apologies to John and Megan for what we are about to do.
Thank you, John and Megan.
And thank you so much.
Alright, so if we play this with 4 players and I switch us to the other window, we can take the player slots.
Ooh.
Do we have to click play as well?
Yes, so if you guys select it, and then you on your screens you can fill in player 1 as me, player 2 as Face, 3 as Emily, and 4 as Jacinta.
Okay.
Player 1, player 2 is me. Player 3 was who, sorry?
Emily.
Oh wait, we're right here. Okay. Oh,
Where is
Christian.
So why
Wait,
won't
who's 2? Sorry.
2 is me.
Face. Okay. 3 is Emily. I'm slow at typing. 4 is Jacinta.
Oh, and then on the screen it's all of our faces.
Oh wow. This is so
Anyway,
cool.
so basically, okay, so if I'm looking at Jacinta, I've got to do this.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, wait,
Everyone's
yeah,
to my
okay.
right. That's
I
fine
see.
actually, because my camera's
Yeah.
sort of over there. So if I just look to my right towards my camera, that's fine. Everyone's over there anyway.
Okay, so
Cool. Right. So the way this works is if I switch us back to what are you laughing about?
We've just watched me
It's
being
delayed.
stupid on the we
Oh, it's
watched
so
me
delayed.
on the screen
Oh.
on the stream.
Just to make sure that it worked right, and it did.
So Christian's down here. Hey Christian, how you doing? Oh, you need to. Yeah, okay, never mind.
This side. Yeah. That way. I'm trying to punch in your direction. No, it doesn't work.
We're professionals,
I
folks.
nearly got that to work. Cool. Right. So fake it till we make it. So if you guys now can look at that screen to see what all of the setup is. So the way this works is in a moment we're going to spend the dice that you saw on that page before to create our game, the story of our game. So the mandatory thing is that we must have relationships with the people to our left and right. So I will have a relationship with Face and Jacinta, Face with me and Emily, and Emily with Jacinta and Face, and around the circle basically. So the people to your left, that's how you build your character in this world.
Gotcha.
We'll have a category and then a specific element. We'll then have needs, locations and objects between us. So there might be a need that connects me and Face, a location that connects me and Jacinta, an object that connects Face and Emily, whatever combination it is. The only caveat is that we must have one of each. And again, they will build our story, and then our fourth one can be whatever we want. We will build our story around those elements. Again, if you do click on them, you'll see that they have a category and then also a specific element to them as well, same as the relationships that we have. But if I put us back to the dice screen, so you should be able to see the dice screen on the stream window. So if you crack open one of those options in your playset, the FIASCO computer, you'll be able to see that there are options of from 1 to 6. So if you select category on relationship,
in our relationship.
Then any relationship, because you don't have to do your own. And there'll be options from 1 to 6. You'll then spend a dice from the pool in order to select that. So for example, in our dice pool at the start of the game, we've only got 1 6. So a 6 is only come up one time. We've got 4 2s, 2 1s, 2 3s, 3 4s, and 4 5s. So we've got mostly 2s, 4s, and 5s.
So I just clicked select relationship, and it came up with a 4 romance.
Well, no, because if you click on the random symbol, the button, it'll just randomize it. but
Oh.
we're going to spend the dice in order to purposefully select it. So if you click select category, you then get to pick. So relationships is number 1 is a family, 2 is work, 3 is friendship, 4 is romance,
Oh, I see.
5
I
is
see.
history, 6 is community, and then the specific thing is in the other dice section. So we're going to go
Okay.
round one at a time, spend a dice on something. It doesn't have to be one of your things. You can spend a dice to define somebody else's relationship or somebody else's needs. But you're going to spend 1 dice to pick the top category first. You've got to pick the set category first, and then the specific element second.
Okay.
Make sense?
Okay. No, but I'm sure by the time it gets to me, it will.
Yeah.
Right. So if you guys are able to, I need a way for you to see the dice. Oh, if I share the dice on my Skype, maybe.
I can see the dice on
It's got this-
YouTube.
You got the dice on the stream.
Delayed.
I'm just trying to see if I can set it in some other way so that you guys can see it separately without having to stress about. So then I can switch the stream back.
Okay, yeah.
So is that on? Can you see the dice screen on the Skype now?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I can switch the stream back to the main menu while you guys can still see the dice, because it doesn't necessarily that interesting for the audience to see the dice.
Fair.
Wrong window. So we can now go around in order. So I am player 1
Mhm.
because I say so. So I'm going to look at what we've got. Yeah, I'm going to have a look at what we've got. So I am going to. I'll go back to the nut dice so I can do. I'm going to look at mine and Jacinta's relationship. We've got lots of. What have we got? Lots of 2s and lots of 5s. So work and history are quite easy to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Family options are limited.
Mhm.
Haven't got many community. Haven't only got the 1 community, haven't we?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've only got 1 6, but that doesn't have to be our. Doesn't have to be. It can be. That can be.
Ironically, are we looking at the white dice or the black dice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both.
Both. Okay, right. So I was going to say we have no friendships going on. We've only got 2 friendships.
Potentially, if we wanted to use them for that.
So is it so how do these dice translate into the options?
So
We can choose any of them.
You
but
choose
if
them.
we use it, then that one's done. Like we can only choose 6 once throughout this entire setup process.
Yeah.
I see.
We
Okay.
can only choose 1 twice.
Right,
etc.
right.
So
Right.
I'm going
Got
to
it.
spend one of our many 5s. Oh God,
Okay.
why did I just do that? I just moved it. I'm constantly moving the background instead of clicking on the right thing because I'm an idiot.
You not lock it? Is there not a lock option?
Yeah, I could have locked it, but I haven't done that. Right, I'm going to spend a 5
Okay.
to give me and Jacinta a history. We have history.
Okay.
Alright, so me and Jacinta now have history.
I really think you guys should be sort of former child actors because that's just funny.
I mean that is especially hilarious with the one that I'm hoping to steal.
Jacinta, your
okay.
screen has gone strange.
Oh
Oh
What's happened?
Your screen went weird.
My screen. Oh no! Got really tiny.
no! It's just yeah.
You didn't go small. You just went into a little sliver.
Not working.
Yeah.
Man.
I've got you back.
Okay, good.
Let me check your boundaries are okay. But yeah, so
Yeah.
Face, you are player 2, so you get the second choice.
As in, I get to
Okay.
choose which part here.
Yep. So you get to choose. You get to spend one of these dice. Still, all 6 numbers are available. You don't. Again, you don't have to set a relationship. You could, if you wanted to, I'll go back to that window. You could, if you wanted to, you could define mine and Jacinta's relationship if you wanted to. Because that's available now.
I'm gonna make you guys former child actors.
Sure.
Or do you have? So you can just choose one. You don't. Oh, because you've taken the dice for it.
Yeah.
I'm spending a 4 to do it.
Cool.
All right, cool. So you are spending a 4, which we have plenty of.
Child actors.
And we are becoming former child actors. Which one's that? Number 4. There we are.
4, yeah.
All right.
Brilliant.
Okay, M.
All right, I'm next, right?
Yep.
I'm choosing between me and Jacinta.
And
I'm gonna choose family.
Oh, okay.
Family.
And I have a strong opinion on what I want Jacinta to
So-
pick.
Wait. Okay.
Which number was family?
1.
Number 1.
Wait.
Family.
Going 4 again?
No.
What one do you want me to pick?
3.
4.
I want to be her mom. A former child star.
You know what? Yeah. All right.
Good work.
Well, it's obviously it's Jacinta's pick.
So Jinsey will pick. Again, you don't have to do a relationship. You can start us with our needs, locations, or object to kick things off if you wanted to.
Ooh.
Well, I have to admit, but she's a former child actor. You're a kid, and she's the former child actor. So she's your mum.
Oh.
Twist.
Yeah, if I chose that, yeah, I would be your mum.
That could be either one.
Could be either way.
You're the current child actor.
Could be, I guess it could be either way.
One of you would be the pushy theatre mum.
Yeah.
Mom.
She's
Yeah, no,
mom.
exactly.
Well,
Wait,
I
so
know
can
you
I...
used to be famous, but now no one has talked about you in like 10 years. So you're going to do this show, and it's going to be brilliant. You're going to get your name back out there. No one cares that you're like 2 feet taller now. You'll be fine.
I regret this.
Got it.
I am regretting this 100%.
Wait, so sorry. So if I wanted to choose a location, how do I do that?
Just click on the location. Click on where it says. So it'll connect 2 of us. So click location. And,
on my thing,
Yep.
location.
and it should say. So where are you going for?
Oh, okay. So we've got front of house, backstage, the neighborhood, place to crash, and Michelle's Tavern.
I'll click one
And
just so
cast
the
party.
audience can see it as well.
Okay, I'm gonna go for.
Which location are you picking, by the way? So between which people?
Oh, between which people? Oh, okay. Oh man, this is so hard. Okay, so
Random
Between-
everything. Yeah, sorry.
I know. Faith and Christian. Can I do that? Or have you already
Yeah,
got one?
you can do this. We haven't got
Okay.
anything between us yet.
Okay, I'm gonna use a 2 for backstage.
So we are backstage. We are connected by a backstage location.
Okay.
Okay, and that was spending a 2. Alright, that works. Alright, so it comes back to me. So... what number
We've got
is-
enough dice to define everything.
Should do. Should be...
Okay.
Yeah,
'cause
4
you have
dice
the
each, yeah.
need location or an object between each person.
Yes.
We need a need in play. I'm going to give... are you guys a family? Yeah, I'm give Emily and Jacinta a need, seeing as they are family. What are my options?
Not number 1.
To get more revenge. Option is to get... So hang on, let me switch this so the audience can see this one. So the options are to get laid, to get revenge, to get more revenge, to get famous, to get out, and to get respect. Wow. I like the revenge. I mean,
Yeah.
the mother and daughter to get revenge, maybe, or whatever family relationship it ends up being.
I love how it's been decided with mother and daughter now.
Let's go with. I'm gonna go with the number 2 to get revenge,
Nice.
Okay.
as opposed to get more revenge. It's basically they just wanted 12 revenge options.
Basically, yeah.
Let's just back to
And
that.
we have.
Leave that open,
And I
Christian, because I'm gonna. It's my turn next, and I'm gonna spend a 3 underneath your get revenge.
All right, cool. I will drag out your 3.
So whichever one the child actor is.
For the humiliation you suffered, Taken.
So you've got to get revenge for the humiliation you suffer daily.
Okay.
That could go in so many directions.
I'm thinking that Jacinta used to be like, I don't know, it's clearly used to be a child actor in a really famous sitcom,
Yeah.
and never ever managed to outgrow it. The quintessential. He's not Alfonso Ribeiro. He's Carlton.
But also, like, I'm just not as successful as an adult, and
Oh no, not at all.
I want,
Maybe
Not
Maybe
better.
Christian was the successful one from that
oh my god.
sitcom.
Oh,
Harsh.
So Christian's the successful one, and Jacinta is the one that basically never made it.
Well, we'll see how the
Christian's Will
rest of the
Smith.
dice fall, because after
Yeah.
a while the numbers start to run out and you get sort of locked into certain
yeah.
certain ways. So we're back to Emily.
Speaking of numbers running out, I'm going to use the one and only 6 to
Oh.
make this
Oh,
my daughter.
Fair enough.
Because I think it's hilarious.
I feel like we were barreling towards that inevitably.
We were, weren't we?
I mean, yeah.
wait, which category did you use the 6?
Family.
Family and child.
Family and child, the parent and child, that's our only 6 goals.
Oh, excellent.
We
Okay,
can't
okay,
pick
yeah.
6 for anything now. So yeah, we have our
Parent
fully
is
formed
brilliant.
Emily and Jacinta as a parent and child out to get revenge for the humiliation you suffer daily. Oh dear.
I think I've worked out why this is called Fiasco, Christian.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, it's back
All right.
to
Jacinta.
Jacinta.
Back to me. Okay, well, we don't have any relationship between Face and Emily yet, do we?
No.
We don't. So, someone in the comments has very enthusiastically said, "Get more revenge." So I'm gonna take
All the revenge.
All the
for you
revenge.
to get more revenge. No, a three for you to get more
3,
revenge.
yeah. 2 is just to get revenge. 3
Yeah,
is
yeah,
get
no,
more
I'm spending
revenge.
at 3 for more revenge.
Okay, so that's our need together.
Mm-hmm.
We need.
Nice.
So wow. So our need is to get more revenge.
Uh-huh.
Okay. More revenge. All right.
I
Okay.
mean, it could be together. We don't know yet. Where it's not defined
Yeah.
yet.
At the
revenge.
moment, it seems to be the 3 of us versus Christian.
Nah. I've played this game a few times and I've ended up being a serial killer twice. So it can go badly.
Okay, cool.
So that was you spending a 3. So that means we're out of 3s.
Oh damn. Okay.
Yeah,
All
1s,
right.
2s, 4s, and 5s. We're out of 3s.
Right.
We're out of 6s. And the thing between me and Jacinta has to be an object because we have to have one of each.
All right. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well,
It's me.
Okay,
So
yeah.
it's me. In that case, it's my
Yes,
turn.
yeah.
Well, let's look at the object options then.
I gotcha.
Let's look at our object options. So,
Oh, weapons! A revolver loaded with blanks.
props,
A
weapons.
totally safe grenades.
We've got props, weapons, dubious, and valuables.
We have no more 3s.
Yeah, we don't have any 3s
Gloves
or
with
6s.
claws stolen from a touring production of Cats.
The anti-aircraft gun left over from a. Oh, we don't have any 6s.
Nope.
I
Oh,
mean, we've got so
man.
much revenge. Let's have a weapon.
I mean, yeah,
Let's
we
make
got
it
it.
a
Goodness, yeah.
But it can't be a totally safe grenade.
No.
So there's
Or an
a
anti-aircraft
weapon.
gun.
I've spent a 2. Where's me 2?
Who's this between?
That's between
It's
you and
between
me.
you two.
You and I are
Oh, okay,
connected
cool.
by a weapon somehow.
Wonderful.
I mean, nunchucks, just randomly nunchucks.
That's
Yeah,
the
cool.
least one on there.
I do like the revolver loaded with blanks, but that burns our last one. I mean, to be fair, we're now down to we've got no limits now. We've got
Yeah, I like that too.
We've got multiple 5s, multiple 4s, but 1s and 2s. We
yeah.
just have 1.
let's go for the revolver loaded with blanks
Brilliant.
because that sounds more fun than gloves with claws stolen from a touring production of Cats.
I mean, that's pretty funny though.
That's
Funny
awesome.
about.
Oh, it's my choice, isn't it? Isn't it?
It is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
It's your call.
If only blanks didn't have the Can I say the revolver loaded with blanks, but put blanks in inverted commas?
Yeah, yeah. Blanks.
I mean, yeah, it might start with blanks in it.
Yeah,
Mm.
definitely.
Good point, good point.
We need a revolver in this. This needs to happen. I'm spending that last one,
You
folks.
sound American. You know what this needs? Guns.
This needs more guns.
Missing
A
guns.
revolver with blanks. That is the last one. So we now only
Okay.
have 2s, 4s, and 5s.
Game.
2s, 4s, and 5s.
Yep. So we've got to define what you guys are trying to get more revenge for, what the backstage sketch is, and mine and Face's entire relationship is open.
This is true, actually. And Emily and I.
Backstage, we knew
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we've actually got caught up on all of the all the minutiae and forgotten to define relationships at the top there.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's got to be done. I'm choosing a romance between me and Face.
Okay.
Fair enough. What's that? That's a 4.
That's a 4.
4.
I guess Jacinta gets to decide what that romance is, though.
I mean, she doesn't
Oh,
have to.
yeah,
She
one
can
of us
choose
can.
a different element.
At least.
Right, let me move that 4 about. So 4.
Oh, I want to see that.
There's still a few elements outstanding.
2 4s and 5s are still available to us.
Director of most recent conquest.
Okay, so you've got romance between you.
Yep. What do we? What? Christian and I still got to define our relationship.
Oh, we have so many
There's-
5s.
There are still 4s available. We could have another romance. I've got so many 5s. What are all the 5s? We're gonna end up with nothing but 5s in a minute. That's really gonna lock us into something. That is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna give Christian and Face history as well.
Is that what 5 is?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. History. We got history.
We got history, buddy.
You got history.
All right, cool. So it's back to me now. Right, so So we've got 2s, 2, 4, and 5 left. So what are our available elements? So history, I can have
That's the romance
Bad-
director and most
bad stage blood, former child actors again. We've never met, but our reputations precede us.
Okay.
So those are those options there. All the romance options are director and most recent conquest. It's just a crush, nothing serious, or secret lovers.
Oh,
Secret.
all pretty good.
Someone secretly sleeping with Jacinta's mum. That's got to be the option.
No, I'm the mum.
Oh, you're the mum. Wait, Jacinta's the mum?
Yeah.
Who's the mum?
I don't know.
Oh.
Who's the mum? Who's the
I
mum?
was the mum, but I'm
Oh,
not.
you're the mum. Okay.
You can be the mum. You can be the mum.
No, you be the mum. I just thought 'cause I was a former child star, I was the mum. But maybe I'm like 20 now.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the whole point. Former child star who's
Right,
now like
fine,
trying to
okay.
get adult roles, and her mom's like, "Okay, honey, it's gonna be all right.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, okay,
slump
perfect,
over a
perfect.
little bit. People will think you're still 12. It's fine."
Okay, perfect. All right, I've got it.
So
Love it.
2, 4, and 5. Just want to double check all of that. So I use a 5 for secret lovers, yeah? Everyone cool with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Oh god, I did it again. I'm such a moron. Right, I use a 5.
Nobody knows.
The stream will know. Cool, alright.
Tell anyone.
Keep it quiet, stream.
We have secret lovers.
We're a secret.
And we still don't know what you're to get revenge about. Or more revenge about.
No, this
Yeah.
is true. Is it my turn, isn't it?
It is, yeah. You've got a 2, a 4, and a 5 still.
We're backstage, aren't we, sir?
Yes, we are. What does that mean?
Dressing rooms, prop room, or green room?
So this is a significant location to our story.
I'm also looking at our history. So bad stage blood. I'm not going to be formed. We've never met. I think, Christian, we've never met, but our reputations precede us.
Sure.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're always up for the same roles.
What's that? Is that our number 5?
Well, for some reason, I'm envisioning myself as a director on this one, with Christian as the star of the show, and Jacinta the very much the not star of the show, much to her chagrin, because
I was a child star.
because you were just as successful as Christian.
Or maybe if you're the director, right, and I'm the pushy stage mom, and we have a secret thing going on, I've convinced you to cast Jacinta and Christian together again, because that's the one thing that I think will bring Jacinta fame, because that's what she's known for. So I'm trying to recreate those golden years.
Okay. Yeah.
Very clever. Very clever, pushy stage mom.
Anyway,
Good work, pushy stage mom.
you're welcome, darling. You'll thank me when you're 30. Just don't try and send me your therapist bills.
So that only leaves us with a 2 and a 4 remaining.
Okay, so
now,
to get
for important
revenge.
note that I almost forgot, the last dice used is wild, so the final dice can be anything.
Okay.
Oh.
But the next one, you've only got 2 or 4, your only options. But Jacinta will get free reign for whatever the final element is that needs to be defined.
Well, tell you what. Do you want to pick to make it more fun? Do you want to pick the location between Christian and I, and make Jacinta pick what you and I are trying to get revenge on?
Yes.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Yes. Choose your mother's revenge. Okay. So 2 or 4, a dressing room or prop room? I mean, the prop room is just hilarious, because then you can just say anything.
Yeah?
Right.
And any item could feasibly
That's
be
true,
there.
yeah.
Makes sense. Prop room it is.
Okay.
So Jacinta, you now have free reign on the to get more revenge option.
Okay.
So let's have a look at what those options are.
So the options are number 4 on that one particular reviewer. Or
No,
2.
No, you can choose anything.
Wow. You've got anything. You've got the choice of anything.
What do you mean anything?
The last dice is wild.
Last dice is wild.
Oh, it's wild.
Yep, so you've got free reign on this selection here.
Oh right, on the playwright that keeps coming, you'll see patron who thinks they can call the shots. On that one particular reviewer, on the bastards who won't cut your check, on the small-minded people who don't appreciate innovative quality theatre when they see it.
It's the audience there.
Okay, yeah, number 6.
Number 6. I'm not sure how we get revenge on small-minded people, but we'll find a way.
We'll figure it out, darling.
Every time I switch between those, me and Jacinta keep moving upwards. Every time I switch between those two scenes for some reason.
Unless I am the small-minded people who don't appreciate good work.
yeah, exactly.
And you're just like, darling, I am a director. I'm not just going to produce that silly work that you want to create. Yeah, that's right, darling. But have you ever considered that maybe if we put Jacinta and Christian in a play together, people will actually see it? None of your artsy stuff. No one wants to see that. 2 hours of someone sat on a stage plunking one note on a piano? What kind of garbage is that?
I've lost, folks.
I've seen way too many artsy pieces in my time. My theater school days are coming back to me.
I've lost Emily. She's gone now. She's fully entered the role.
I am Jacinta's mum. Now we need to come up with a name for you, darling. 'Cause I can't just keep calling you Jacinta.
What's my stage name? What about Daisy?
Daisy, obviously.
Daisy Flower.
Daisy Flower! I legally changed my surname to Flower so that you could have that as your stage name.
Thanks, Mother. Okay.
All right. Daisy Flower. Daisy Violet Flower. You get over here right this instant.
No, Daisy Primrose Flower.
Daisy Primrose
Flower.
Flower.
No, Violet.
Daisy Camellia Flower. It's a callback to anyone who's seen any other videos on Christian's channel.
Daisy Camellia Flower.
Good lord.
Daisy Camellia Flower.
What's your name, Mom?
Madge.
Madge Flower? No.
Madge Flower. Madge Flower.
You got Madge Flower. I'm gonna have to veto that one.
You veto Madge Flower?
I'm vetoing. I am not.
Could you be like,
You,
could you be
I'm
like
not in
Margarita
secret love with
Flower?
Madge Flower.
you don't want to be in love with Madge Flower?
There's a,
I love
There's a
Madge
reason it's a
Flower.
secret.
yeah.
I for some reason want my name to be Ebenezer.
Ebenezer.
Yes.
Just a weird name.
Ebenezer
yeah.
what?
Yeah, Ebenezer Watts.
Ebenezer
You
Watts.
said it.
Okay.
You said it.
Ebenezer what? And what's our director's name?
That was my headcanon, but I don't have to be the director if
No, we're going with it.
okay.
I love it.
You don't have time for second guessing. First instincts, go.
Tony.
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 Stanislavski.
Not Stanislavski. Brecht.
Brecht.
No.
Tony Brecht.
I'm gonna be Tony Brecht.
Tony Brecht.
Fine, I'm Tony Brecht.
Tony Brecht.
Tony Brecht. Definitely gonna remember all of this. Actually, I'm gonna write it in people's actual things.
I've got
What,
it all
going
written
for
down.
Match Flower?
Yeah.
Oh, for crying out loud.
You can call me Mrs. Flower. Actually, Ms. Flower.
Miss Flower.
What was
My husband left me. I don't know why he kept saying, "Oh, I'm obsessed with Daisy Camellia," but whatever. I don't know what he's talking about.
Just so you know, if this is what you're going to continue doing, I'm going to find it really hard to roleplay being secret lovers with his
That's
character.
why it's a secret.
That's why it's a secret.
A freaking men, because Tony Brecht ain't going to be seen dead with no Ms. Flowers.
Flower, darling. There's no S on the end. There's
Singular.
only one of us.
There's two.
Don't forget me, Mom.
Sorry, darling. It's all about you. It's all about you.
God.
Oh my
Sweetheart.
gosh. Right, let me check.
I'm excited.
All set up.
This is just going to go so wrong.
That's the whole point.
Which is, I guess, the point.
It's a
Yeah.
fiasco.
Gonna be a fiasco.
So how many people have we got? Okay, so sorry to the 5 people watching live.
I prefer to say you're welcome.
It's fine. They knew what they were getting into. Probably.
Fiasco.
Oh dear. All right. Cool. Why did that work? Right. So we are established now. So we seem to have our setup, our 2 child stars, our pushy mum and our director. The prop room is important to our story. A revolver loaded with blanks, and there's lots of revenge happening. How that plays out, we will
Revenge.
yet to see.
Everywhere revenge.
So the way this works, I've reset the dice tray on the front page. When it's your turn, you can the only requirement. Oh no, don't do that. The cat just stood on my thing.
All right.
Did it?
He tried to switch cameras. He stood on the black magic to try and switch between cameras, but there's no other cameras plugged in. Is there?
Naughty cat.
Is that MacGyver?
It's MacGyver. Of course, it's MacGyver. Don't stand on it
Carry
again.
on, never.
So the only rule is that when it's your turn, your character has to be in the scene. Outside of that, we will play all of the NPCs. So if an NPC comes up and you want to grab it, go for it, or if you want to assign it to somebody, because when it is your turn, you can choose to either direct your scene or establish your scene, which means that you're directing it, or you can choose to resolve your scene, which means that you get to choose how the scene turns out. If you choose to direct your own scene, that means that the other players get to decide whether the scene goes well or badly for you. Oh, hello, Kaylee in the background. Close the door there. The other players get to decide how the scene turns out for you, whether it goes well or goes badly. But if you choose to resolve the scene, you get to decide whether the scene is going to go well or badly, but somebody else gets to direct the scene. So you don't get to choose where the scene is set or what's happening. You don't have to choose whether the scene is going to go well or badly until mid-scene. So it doesn't have to be straight off the bat that this has to go badly for you. But the concept there is that we are collecting dice. So if a scene goes well for you, you get a white dice. If it goes badly, you get a black dice. In this first round, we're going to be giving our dice away. So we're going to if your scene goes well, you get a white dice, but then you give it to another player. The objective is that when you during the middle of the game and at the end of the game, we're going to roll your own dice, add the white dice together, add the black dice together, and subtract the lower number from the higher number to see how the scene turned out for you, or ultimately how the entire story turned out for you. A 0, however, is bad. The worst scenario is a 0. So you want mostly white dice or mostly black dice, because you want to swing it one way or the other. So it doesn't matter if the film is going well or badly for you, but you need it to be going one or the other. Because if things are going mediocre, you're going to have the worst outcome possible because you've got an even spread of dice. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ish.
Yeah. So black might cancel each other out basically. But that's necessarily, if you can see somebody is like accumulating a certain colour of dice, you can start giving them other coloured dice in order to try and balance them out so they have a worse ending. It's strictly speaking, it's hard.
I would do that to my daughter. What are you talking about?
Strictly speaking, you don't win Fiasco. You just get to the end of the story and maybe have a positive outcome, but more than likely have a negative one.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
You don't
Coen
win
brothers.
Fiasco. You survive Fiasco.
What, with serial killer McChristian over there?
It's only happened twice.
How many times have you played Fiasco?
I only got away with it one of those times.
50-50 is still not good odds to a serial killer in the party.
Okay.
Cool. So let's switch back to our setup menu. So I am going first. I think I will, if I get MacGyver off the book. No, you can lie right down. I'll establish the opening scene. But I'm open to some suggestions. But you guys get to choose whether the scene is going well or going badly for me.
I think this should be the reunion of Ebenezer. Oh, sorry, is he set it, is
Yeah.
he? Oh, okay, sorry, my bad.
Unless you want to set it, you can establish if you would like, and I get to resolve it.
Yeah.
I think I would like to see the scene, if not now, then at some point, of Daisy and Ebenezer reunion. That's what I think would be a fun scene to see.
Oh.
I'm not, but if not now, then at some point.
No, that's a good enough opening as any. Okay, yeah. So yeah, Face, you can direct this scene. You can GM this scene basically. The only requirement is that I am in it. Ebenezer is in it. Other than that, we are open to suggestions.
Definitely Ebenezer and Daisy.
Cool.
Definitely Ebenezer and Daisy. And just so do I get to say, and Marge is going to come in halfway through or something like that?
You can do. You just basically you can GM the scene, so you can describe the scene, tell us where it is, tell us what's happening. And then we just improv our way around it.
Okay. So it is. What are you laughing at?
You're going into DM mode.
I'm going to DM mode. That's fine. I'll take it.
I love it.
It is 2 days before principal rehearsal starts. We are off Broadway. And it is, without a shadow of a doubt, a bit artsy. You know, we're doing a bit of an artsy film. I'll let somebody else come up with the theatre play. I'll let somebody else come up with the title because it'll probably be funnier than I can come up with. And this is Ebenezer's first foray into stage work, having been a fairly successful. I think it's fair to say that Ebenezer's Ebenezer Watt is a fairly well-known household name still. Daisy Flower, not so much. And this is the as I said, 2 days until prime rehearsal. We literally walk there. So Ebenezer and Daisy are walking in to the theatre, into the seating area, looking up at the stage, and that's where the scene will take place as they recognise each other. Ebenezer has no idea that Daisy is going to be there. Daisy knows all too well that Ebenezer is going to be there.
I was not paying attention to the rest of the cast list.
You weren't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I haven't shown up to any of the pre-parties. I've just flown in.
Okay.
And go.
Oh, Ebenezer.
I'm not doing an accent.
You remember me?
Yes. Yeah. I think so. Yeah. I'm sure I do.
Daisy, your co-star.
I'm better with faces than names. So, but you in this?
I'm so excited to work with you again. We're such a good team, don't you think?
I'm sure we will. And it's like just pauses for a moment, just like as this recognition just kind of washes over. Oh yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Oh,
How long again?
it must be over a decade now.
Yeah.
All grown up.
Yeah, about that.
11 years, 4 months.
So, hey, I mean, you know, they're still rerunning it, aren't they? So we get it's on. I don't know. It's on something streaming now. The old show. So you
Yeah.
still
Comedy
get
Central.
still get those residual checks and everything. It's
But you're getting so much work now.
yeah. I mean, I'm sure you must be as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, loads. Yeah. What brought you to this project?
It's that's a long story. I mean, the theatre, isn't it? It's got to be taken seriously eventually. Not that not by an audience. Obviously, audience loves me, but like the people who make things happen want to show that. Sometimes you've got to show that you can. Yeah, just do some proper acting.
At this point, I think Tony's going to come in because I think we need a little bit of a bombastic. He's like, there's my stars. There we go. How's it going out, Ebenezer? Look at you. You're looking fabulous, looking good, looking beautiful, loving it, Daisy. Hey, look at the two of you together. Beautiful, perfect, just like old times. This is exactly what the people want. They're going to be eating this up. Welcome. Good to see you both.
Thanks, Tony. I'm real excited.
Yeah, you got it in you, kiddo. So, Ebenezer, you got everything you need?
I'm honest with you. I've only just arrived and I haven't checked. Someone's brought my bags around. I'm sure. I just wanted to
Sure.
drop everything off. It's good to see you again. I'm really.
Well, we've never met, actually.
Well, no, but like we've talked on the the Zoom and everything. That feels like
But I seen us.
You're both real big names in the industry.
Well, I've been following your career since you and Daisy starred in Whoops! There goes my trousers. I mean, that's the pièce de résistance of sitcoms. It has to be said.
Somebody watched the Lego Movie recently.
Whoops! There goes my what? What's our show called again?
Oh, pants, actually, shouldn't it? We're in America. Whoops, there goes
It's
my
American.
pants.
Whoops! There goes my pants.
Yeah, it's great that that's the thing I'm known for. So
I noticed that Ebenezer's dressing room is quite large, and mine is quite small.
Hey, baby, is this the way it's gonna go? I'm afraid we've only got the one big one, and at the moment, Ebenezer's got it in his rider that he has the big dressing room. It's fine, not a problem. We'll sort it out. We'll put some nice flowers in there or something like that. I'll have a chat with your mom, see whether she can sort it out for you. How does that sound?
Okay, thanks, Tony. Hey, I'm real excited for that shooting scene.
Yeah, gonna go perfectly. The audience are gonna be on the edge of their seats, and I'm gonna put my arm around Tony. Not the time, Tony. I'm put my arm around Ebenezer. Arm around Ebenezer, and I'm basically gonna walk. I'm gonna walk him towards his dressing room as the voices fade off silently into the background.
I'm left on my own on
Yeah.
stage. I wonder where my mother is.
Yeah, I like that you're just leaving, just kind of stood there like awkwardly. It's like, am I supposed to go with you? Not sure. Just kind of shuffling about. Yeah, I think Tony just as we're going, it's like, yeah, look, yeah, no, I am like, genuinely excited to work with you. I know you could have picked anyone. I want to assure you that I'm more than just the kid that can't find his trousers.
I know. I mean, you've been lining up. You're pretty good in some of the films I've seen you in. Getting to play the heartthrob. It's a pretty good, impressive thing for somebody your age.
I mean, it's still a little narrow on things. Well,
that's why you're in the theatre.
I'm sure
that's
I can.
People will see a whole new side of you. They'll see beautiful.
Yeah.
They'll see your talent. You're not just a pretty face. And I do the old, slap. The general kind of like a, sort of thing.
So, how did Daisy get involved?
I was looking around, speaking to people, and it's people were saying that get involved in the old nostalgia. Everybody's looking back at the past and going, "Oh, wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't it be great and fantastic?" And I thought, you know what? Let's capitalize on it. And she's a great little actress. And if you don't mind, and obviously by this point I'm assuming that Daisy's out of earshot.
Oh yeah.
I'm just on stage.
Yeah. Yeah. And she's pretty damn cheap as well, so we don't have to worry about paying her too much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just because it's just that the play's not a comedy, so
Hey, Ebby, Bubby, everybody knows that you need to branch out a little bit. And I know that Daisy's done comedy in the past, but trust me, she's going to be perfect for this role.
Just my concern is that people see the two of us, they're going to assume it's going to be silly. It's like,
Yeah, and that's what draws them in. And then boom, you hit them with the impact. You hit them with the drama, the pathos. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. Ebby, Bubby, you got this, man.
People won't feel
I hate Tony.
cheated and confused.
I hate Tony.
Every Bubby is my favorite thing.
Just is very good.
I'm just a tad concerned that these people just feel cheated and confused, and I just really need to be taken seriously for it, just the once.
Hey, you will be. Trust me. This play, drama written all over it, and the fact that you're going to be looking at your old sister from the old TV show. People will think it'll be a complete and total switch. People won't be expecting, and that'll make it even better, man. Even better. You got this.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure. I'm going to declare this is going badly for me, by the way. I'm like, yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, you're right. I mean, yeah. You're a pro. You know what you're doing. Yeah. No. Oh, is this my dressing room? And they're just sort of. I imagine that as I'm asking that, Tony's just walked off. Just kept going, like not bothered to finish the
Daisy,
conversation.
Come on, beautiful, yeah.
Okay.
I hate Tony.
So
I kind of love Tony.
I'm gonna take a black dice and I'm gonna give it to Tony.
Yeah. All right. That is 100% yes.
Cool. So we are. Scene 2 is the faces scene.
Oh.
So yeah, do you want to establish or do you want to resolve?
I'll resolve. This is going to go badly for Tony.
I think this, seeing as Daisy is in the theatre, her mum would definitely also be there.
Yeah, I want to see you
And
two.
I think this is you sort of going
Tony
about
and
your
Matt.
business, having left that conversation with Ebenezer, gone to go and find somebody else, and just ran into Madge, who is very definitely ordering somebody about, ordering people to do something behind the stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Daisy's stuff is all being carried in, and obviously, Madge got the Uber to the theater, but now she's got all the stuff out, and now she's just directing where it should go. I know it's only a very small sorry. Well,
So Tony,
She's coming
Tony
over,
just
right?
kind of moves around, calling out for somebody, Daisy maybe, or someone to do some, whoever he was going to meet with next, and you round into the backstage area where Madge is there instructing the theatre. Was it a manager and the backstage crew to bring in her daughter's things when they've clearly got other stuff to do. That make sense?
Yeah.
Definitely.
So one of the what's our hierarchy of people in the theatre? Let's say because we've got the prop master. Is there?
Yeah, okay.
We got the proper, definitely.
Yeah.
Stage manager.
Or the stage manager, carrying some kind of trunk under one arm.
I've conned the stage manager. Carrying
That was
Daisy.
so annoyed.
You are such a gem. Now, just be careful with that. There's an actual China tea set in there, and it was made in New Jersey. So you gotta be real careful with it because they don't make them real solid over there. They're not the most, great quality over in Jersey,
And as the stage manager comes past with his truck, just locks eyes with Tony and just gives him just a wide-eyed
Madge, hey, leave Sammy alone, okay? Leave Sammy alone. He's got work to do. Sammy, put it down there, baby. I'll get it sorted out for you later. Don't worry, Joe.
If you're going in that direction anyway, can't you just carry it a little bit
He's
longer
got
just
work
the
to do.
dressing
He's
room?
busy. He's busy, Madge. You're looking pretty well.
So are you, Tony.
Just checking that that nobody's actually nearby, sort of thing.
What is this about my daughter getting a smaller dressing room?
Look, Madge, you know as well as I do that at the moment, Ebenezer Watt is the draw. Now we all know these small-minded people who don't understand how it works. We get it, okay? But we gotta make sure that Ebenezer's happy because that's when we get the performance. That's when we get the critics coming in and loving it, and that's when Daisy gets to shine. We gotta play the game, Madge.
All right, and I get that. I'm just saying, maybe, they were brother and sister back in the day. Maybe now that they're in this new role and they're playing love interest, they should just share a dressing room.
Yeah, that's not gonna work, I'm afraid.
They can just share the dressing room, then they each have the big dressing room.
Yeah,
and then Tony, then we have a spare dressing room that's just unoccupied.
Look, at this, Tony's gonna literally do a furtive glance to make sure that nobody possibly overhearing this. And he goes, look, Mesh, look, I know what you're saying, but, you know, if you think about it, technically, if you put 2 people in the big dressing room, it becomes even a smaller dressing room, the small dressing room, you know? They need their space. They need to do their process.
Tony, we don't need space. We don't need space, and neither do they. You know what we need, Tony? You know what we need, Tony? Our own dressing room, Tony.
There's,
hey, is this scene going well for you?
It's not going well for me.
there's a very loud thump, and from nearby you hear just Sammy shout out, "I put it in the dressing room."
Oh, thank you, Samuel. You're a gem.
Look. You know what? I think out of everybody here, Samuel's the nicest one. Look, Madge, you know that I agree with what you're saying. But we got rules and we've got regulations. You know, we've got union rules. We can't put 2 people in the same dressing room. Right now, Ebenezer is, for better or for worse, he's top of the bill.
For better or for worse?
He gets the top billing dressing room right now. But we'll see what happens with Daisy, you know? And look, I've got things I gotta do. I've got places I've gotta be. I've got people I gotta talk to. Hey, I gotta get the critics on the side. I've gotta get the producer to give us a little bit more money. Hey, maybe we can do up Daisy's dressing room nice. Hey, go and have a look at it. Maybe order some curtains or some flowers or something. You've got that womanly touch. It'll be fine.
Okay, well, I'll take a look at it, and maybe in about 7 o'clock or so, you could come in and take a look at it with me.
7 o'clock. I'll make sure my calendar's free.
All right. All right. Good to see you then again, Tony.
Holy shit. Sammy, please tell me you got the whiskey. And I'm going to walk in search for that. Did not go well for
I think
me.
that's the end of that scene. But you get to give your dice away. Who do you want to give your dice to? To the face.
Oh yeah,
Right.
you deserve that one.
So that's a black die to Emily. Cool. That moves us on to scene 3, which is Jacinta's scene.
Oh. Okay, well.
Wait, no, what?
No, Emily's
Because I
scene.
was-
Sorry, I get myself confused in the circle because you were in that scene.
Okay, four.
That felt like that scene was all about Madge. So
I mean,
assumed it was your scene.
It wasn't meant to be, but somehow Madge made it all about herself.
I mean, that's a drama mum for you.
Yep.
I don't know who I hate more, Madge or Tony.
That's why they're perfect for each other.
Why is your accent the dodgiest? You're the American.
I don't know what you're talking
Your
about.
accent is perfect.
Talk.
Okay.
You sound like Mona Lisa and My Cousin Vinny. Seen that?
I don't have I? I don't remember. Anyway, so I'm gonna establish. Obviously, we need a scene between Madge and Daisy,
Obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
which means that other people can decide how well it goes for me.
Okay. Well, I think we'll do. We did decide in the middle of the scene, though.
In mid scene we can decide.
Yeah. So I think this one is just gonna be. So this is maybe the first read through, and so we're in Daisy's dressing room, and Daisy's just like trying to put on makeup, and Madge is very much just bustling around and trying to do like all these different things, and I'm realizing we should have just chosen dressing room instead of prop room. No, the prop room will come into it.
I know.
It's
Okay.
So I've obviously changed everybody's names to their character names on this fiasco computer. I may have changed Christian's character name to Ebby Bubby.
Happy puppy.
Happy puppy.
Oh yeah, can we have it on the screen one?
We can't because
not really.
our images are over the names.
There's nowhere
Okay,
to put
cool.
it down, I don't think. Well, there was under our pictures. Our faces are over the top of where you would put it.
Oh, okay, fine. All right.
That's right.
That's fine. Okay.
So do you know all your lines, honey?
I know them pretty well, Mother.
Oh, you're such a sweet little girl, such a cute little smart little girl, aren't you?
You see, the thing is, Mother, I don't really have that same cute factor I had when I was a child.
Oh, yes, you do. What are you talking about? You still got your little chubby cheeks.
You know, I don't know, Mother. I don't feel so confident.
What do you mean you don't feel confident?
Well, you know, Ebenezer's so famous, and I don't think he remembered me.
Oh, honey, I'm sure he remembered you. How could anyone forget that cute little face?
Maybe a little less rouge, Mother.
Okay. I'll just wipe it off. Now, before you go in for your rehearsal, are you okay with doing this whole, love scene with Ebenezer? I know you used to do the whole brother-sister thing, but are you okay with it, darling? Really, are you? It's not too late to pull out, but you better not pull out.
Well, thank you for your support, Mother. But, I'm a professional actress. But
Yeah.
Is there an intimacy coordinator on this show?
Oh, well, I don't think there is, but I think Tony will be able to handle that very well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, Mother.
Anyway, what were we talking about?
Just talking about how great this show's gonna be.
Yeah, and I'm just so grateful I don't know why I'm Southern all of a sudden.
She's from everywhere.
We've both been a lot of places, a lot of touring productions.
Traveled all over the world, haven't we?
Yeah, I
So
miss those days.
it's gonna be so great for your career, honey.
Yeah. What exactly is this play, Mother?
Well, it's called Equus. And usually it's about a boy and his horse, but you, my darling, you are the horse.
We just lost Jacinta. We've lost Jacinta.
Oh, yeah. I remember now.
But you are the most beautiful horse. And I've already talked to Tony. You're not going to have a horse costume or anything. It's all metaphorical. You're not actually a horse. You're just a metaphor, if you will.
Oh, yeah.
Can I just check, is your water being spiked?
Nope. All me, baby. All me.
Oh, dear Lord.
That's why my character is called Equa. Okay.
Now, is there anything you're worried about? Anything I can help you with? Anything you need? Do you need a snack? Oh, maybe you shouldn't have a snack. Maybe a little bit of hot water with lemon and honey? Because you don't want to, get crumbs all over your outfit. That's just not a very good first impression.
No, but I'm quite good at not spilling crumbs, Mother.
Aww.
I haven't done that since I was 5.
I'm going to declare that this scene is going well for Madge in the sense that it's going badly for everyone else.
Yeah, I was going to say exactly the same thing.
So if there's a positive outcome you want to work towards, then feel free.
What's a positive outcome for me? My daughter being happy. Well, so just so you know, I have talked to Tony, and he has said that once the show is open, you are gonna get the big dressing room.
Really, Mother?
Yeah.
Oh, Thank you so much. That means so much.
I know. You
You're
just.
the best mother.
Oh, thank you. I know, aren't I? It just means so much to me that you still keep your mother around, especially after your father went out to get cigarettes and never came back.
Oh, yeah. I still think about that day.
Oh, we don't need to think about him, honey. There are better men out there. There are better men out there, and maybe Ebenezer could be yours.
Oh, okay. Maybe.
Maybe, yeah. You just keep that good outlook, sweetheart.
Where's the horse, Darcy? Where's the horse?
All right, I think. So you're gonna get a white dice that you can give to somebody.
I think Jacinta
I mean, you could
deserves
be
I
nice.
think
Be nice and give it to your daughter. Yes.
Oh, thanks, Mother.
Oh, dear Lord.
Dish. Good.
Equus. What happened?
Oh, Jacinta, it is your scene.
Oh my god.
Would you like to establish or would you like to resolve?
Uh,
I have an idea if you want to resolve. I'm happy to
okay, I'll
establish.
resolve, yeah.
I think so we were leading up to the first kind of read through.
Yeah.
And I think everyone's the tannoy is like everyone called to the stage in like 10 minutes or whatever. And Madge has run off to like get something, get you something. Like, oh, you just need to get you some costumey bits, perhaps, because he's like, you should be in costume, even though probably nobody else is going to be. Just he's off to source your costume.
Yeah.
It needs a cute little headband with ears on it.
and you've wandered off, and you wander past the prop room, where you see Ebenezer sat in the prop room, just kind of like playing with all the props and just kind of fidgeting with them and rearranging them. Including like this revolver, which I don't even know if there was a revolver in Equus. I haven't seen it. I don't know.
There's a shooting scene
So
in this version.
the worst thing is, this is in my head as like, okay, so we've got a horse, the horse that
I'm the horse.
Ebenezer falls in love with, and there's a gun loaded with blanks. So surely the horse has got to break its leg at some point.
Yeah, because I have to. Yeah.
So it's so poignant when Ebenezer has to basically put his lover down.
But yes, you wander past and kind of catch just spot Ebenezer in there and pause long enough for him to spot you. And he just goes, Daisy. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, sure, Ebenezer.
This play, is it stupid? Like it's the reimagining and everything. Is it clever? I can't tell.
I think you'll find it's an innovative portrayal of the tale of a boy and his horse. It should be it should relate to everybody. It has universal appeal. That's what my mother said.
Because I haven't seen the original, but it feels like Tony interpreted it as if the boy wanted to sleep with the horse.
Yeah, well, you've been wanting to get away from our sitcom, I know, and Daniel Radcliffe wanted to get away from Harry Potter. You did a production of that group. And it worked. So the same could happen to you.
I am pretty sure that's why I pulled it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. What about you?
You're not used.
What do you think?
Oh, well, I don't know. The script seems a little strange, but my mother says it's good, and she's usually right.
Your mother's not here, is she?
No.
God, I remember her.
Samuel, open there!
Oh, no. Maybe it does seem a little silly.
Ebenezer runs over, pulls you into the room, and closes the door. It's like, oh my god, I remember her. I remember her
Yes.
so well.
Yeah. She was always making sure we were okay and not eating too much. You know.
Yeah.
Ebenezer, I feel like that revolver should be in a safe.
Hmm? Oh, it's not real. Or is it real? He just clicks it a few times. No, it's fake, I guess. It's just something.
But I'm sure there's some kind of risk assessment that says that things that look like firearms should be in safes. But what do I know?
I mean, I don't even know who's in charge here. It seems real. Everyone seems distracted, doing something. Everyone was just carrying bags around backstage earlier. I don't know what that was about.
Oh yeah.
Just a bunch of like
I think.
dress bags and hat boxes and things, and I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what that could be about. Some kind of prissy actor who needs all their stuff. I'm sure you're not like that, Ebenezer.
Well,
You seem real down to earth. Fame doesn't gone to your head at all.
no, okay, good, I guess. I don't know. I'm just not sure where I am at the moment. Overall,
How so?
I don't know. It's hard. I don't. Ignore me. Ignore me. How long do you think we should hide from your mother for?
Well, can we still hear her?
Can we still hear her?
We just both put our ears to the door, just face to face, very close, sort of awkwardly.
Ooh. Ooh.
No,
It seems to have faded away for now.
I can't hear her. I think the read-through's starting soon. Shall we go?
Yeah. I guess they'll be waiting on us. I kind of feel in the original. It was just us, but it's weird that there's now an ensemble cast of like 50. I don't know how. I'm really starting to question whether Tony saw the original at all, and somehow just got
No,
the
I
name.
haven't.
Of course he didn't.
And somehow just got the name. But hey, we're here now.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's real nice to work with you again. On some real serious drama.
thank you.
For those who have just joined, this is off Broadway show of a reimagining of Equus with a 50-strong ensemble cast, where the two ex-child actors from Whoops, There Goes My Pants, a sitcom from 10 years ago, are no longer acting as brother and sister, but are in fact acting as lovers, one of them being a metaphorical horse.
A metaphor.
None of us have seen Equus, and yet somehow we got roped into this.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Daniel
so,
Radcliffe was naked with a horse. That's all I know about it.
I like the idea that Tony has also not seen Equus.
Yeah,
Literally.
Of course he hasn't.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
This is the entire thing is Equus as told by people who have never seen Equus before. All we know is it's about a boy and he loves this horse so much that he gets naked with it, and then apparently the horse is gonna break its leg and die, and then he's gonna have to shoot it.
Yeah.
That's how this goes.
That's the story.
But
Yeah.
you get to resolve the scene though, Jacinta.
Well, I think it's gone quite well for me because I've reconnected with my childhood friend, and I hid from my mother. I'm beginning to gain a little bit of independence. You know?
Do you think
So
we're good?
I think it's gone well.
Okay. So
And
and
I will give a white dice to. Well, you don't have a dice yet, so I'll give it to you, Christian.
it's not obligatory to give everyone a dice, but yes, thank you very much.
Okay.
Cool.
Let's go to the read-through.
Do we want to include the read-through, or do we want to skip the read-through? Do we want to try and improvise Equus?
I think maybe the pub afterwards or something like that. Well, Christian, do you want to set up or do you want to resolve?
I think I'll take the setup because I want to see how you guys want to resolve it. I take some collaboration. So if we're at the pub afterwards, so the read through has gone through with this ensemble cast of this Equus
It's gone amazingly badly.
It's a very strange play that Ebenezer does not understand at all.
And there's at one point, there's 15 solid pages of stage directions that Tony read himself.
In a very dramatic, and he acted them out around the table.
Obviously,
Everyone's sort of awkwardly there.
And everyone just staring at him for so long, and he ignored him. And he kept on persevering.
Since we're going to have all four of our characters in the scene at once, how do we think we're behaving? So what's Madge's
I think I've had one drink and I'm quite drunk.
Oh no, honey. Oh no. Oh, you think you've had one drink, but I've already replaced it with a Shirley Temple.
Placebo drunk. That's it.
Okay.
You're that kind of drunk that you're like, oh, ha 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 ha, everyone's here.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw this one out to the three of you, actually. Is Tony, is he morose that it's all gone so badly, or is he completely and totally in denial and thought it's gone perfect?
No, I think Tony thinks it went great. And he's still
he's
still directing us.
It's his visions.
Right,
still
okay.
directing us now.
So Tony is 100% in, 100% believe that everything is going perfectly.
The real question is, did Tony also write the script?
I'm going to go with no, because I want to bring the script, because the script writer can just be an NPC that gets brought in at some point.
Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, okay.
How is Madge reacting to Ebenezer and Daisy being in the same place at the same time now? Presumably you were there even though you weren't invited, I presume you were there during the read-through.
Oh, obviously. I just had a little chair in the back. I was very unobtrusive.
I mean, to be fair, you were the one that was applauding all of Tony's stage directions.
Oh, no, not Tony.
Oh, not Tony. All right, fine.
But every word that Daisy said was just the most brilliant thing, and that's why you cast her.
But I think you did sneakily pinch Tony's bum as he moved around the table acting, which everyone sort of noticed, but chose to be didn't see anything there.
Oh god, I hate these people so much. Only Ebenezer in any capacity. Oh no, to be fair, Daisy's okay as well.
I didn't want to take Ebenezer in the super serious side because I knew that we would get that from Madge. People oh darling, come to me.
You know what? So to be fair, the normal people are Ebenezer and Daisy right now.
The
normal-ish
child stars stuck where they are. Cool. All right. Yeah. So I think the people we're hearing from probably least is Ebenezer and Daisy in the scene, who sort of sat awkwardly at one end of the table, like the kids at the grown-ups table at the party. The youngest people there by far.
Okay.
So Tony, I know that you had the whole thing and it was very beautiful with your stage directions and you acting it all out. But what I want to know is, when are we going to get Daisy more lines?
Now, look, the whole script is polished. It's polished. It's so smooth you could shave with it. No, that's the wrong way. It's like this baby's bottom's being shaved with no. It's perfect, okay? Daisy's, she emotes. Just the eyes, that's all it needs. She doesn't need more lines. Her reactions to Ebenezer's lines, that's what makes it the drama. You don't need the words.
But she has such beautiful words. Just say something, honey. Say something.
Oh, okay. The thing is, Tony, I'm sorry if I'm speaking out of line. It's just I've had a drink and I just can't stop talking when I've had a drink or two. But the thing is, I thought that I was one of the main roles, and actually, most of my lines are just nay.
Yeah, that's but not like the horse neigh, like the NAY neigh, which seems really out of the time period.
Like nay, like everything Ebenezer's character says. I want to characterize and play off what he's saying, but all I can say is nay.
Yeah, how on earth is she gonna yes and if she can only say nay?
Exactly, Mother.
Look, you need. I love you alls. You alls are beautiful people. You've got a lot of brains and you bring a lot of experience to the table. But trust me, okay? Those nays are gonna resound around the hall. Look at the What year is this set in, by the way, out of interest?
I guess modern day.
Cool, fantastic. Look at the Marvel cinema, okay? I am Groot. 3 words. 3 words that guy says all the time. But look how much emphasis and emotion. And everybody loves the guy, especially the little baby guy, you know? So trust me, when I say that you just got the 1 word, you just got that, but you make it your own. So beautiful.
Well, I guess I am a real good actor.
There you go. You see?
And the only thing cuter than Groot is my Daisy Camellia. Now drink some water, honey. Sober up. Nobody wants to see that.
Mother.
Nobody wants to see that. Do you want to see this, Ebenezer?
I mean, she's like, we're like 22 now, so I don't know if that's.
Do you want to see my daughter drunk, Ebenezer?
I mean, no. Why would I want to see? No, Mrs. Flower.
Ms.
Flower.
Ms.
Flower.
Ms. Flower? Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't.
My father left buying cigarettes.
How
We don't
cliche.
need to talk to him, honey.
Yeah, it's a real cliche. Bit like our sitcom.
So anyway, what we need to do is in the 3rd song and dance. I'm now talking to Sammy, the stage manager. We need to have more lights in the 3rd song and dance number. You know, it needs to be more pizzazz.
Samuel, there you are, honey.
Sammy, where you going, buddy? Where are you go? Oh, you just get
So more lights.
more lights. Just
To shine on my daughter, right?
Of course, because she's next to Ebenezer. You know.
What?
But of course, mainly because it's your daughter.
I was wondering, actually, Tony, why we have the 1 song and dance number in the whole show. Like it's very elaborate. But
Well, it's half of the 2nd act, man. You know, a song and dance number that goes on for 22 minutes. That's impressive.
But it's I mean, confusing is smart, right? In a way, in its own way.
Don't tell me you're one of those
smart.
people who thinks that theater should only be a play or a musical. Can it be both or somewhere in between? Or are you so small-minded? Oh, no. You can't have a theater show with only 1 song in it, and especially can't be 22 minutes. Tony, you should fire him.
Hey, no, whoa, Madge. Okay? Get back in your lane, sweetheart. You know, you're fantastic at what you do, and you're great here, and I'm glad you're here supporting Daisy, amongst other things, but seriously, okay? Leave everybody alone. The man's the star. He is the he is the he is the guy that's gonna put us on the map.
Yeah, I've probably got other qualities as well, but that's cool.
Yeah, Bubby, you know what I'm talking about. You are your emotion, the way that you bring the character to life on stage. It's amazing. Nobody could do it like you. Nobody.
Thing is, Ebenezer, to say it like it is, you're the star name and I'm the good actor.
Whoa. Okay. That's not what anybody's saying, Ebenezer. Don't worry about it. Daisy, you've probably had a little bit too many. Madge, do you want to see your daughter before she starts annoying people?
Excuse me?
Oh, I'm not being annoying. I'm just being truthful.
It could never be annoying. Tony, what are you saying? You take that back.
Look,
You take that back.
I've just got the pub cat in the corner there.
You take that back, or 7 o'clock isn't gonna happen.
look. Daisy,
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I gave you the impression that you were anything other than an absolutely talented star. You are. But there are 2 stars shining brightly in this show.
Yeah. Sure, Tony. I'm sorry. I don't feel too good.
Oh, honey, let's get you home to bed. Drink some water. I'm gonna tuck you in all nice and tight and get you a soft blanket and sing little songs to you while you're going to sleep.
The worst thing is that if we've got a rendezvous at 7 o'clock, exactly what time is this that you're putting your 22-year-old daughter to bed?
Ongoing things like 7 o'clock every night.
All right, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
You know, we've got a digs next door. Okay. Good night, everyone. I'll see you for rehearsal tomorrow.
Nice, sweetheart.
Good night.
Beautiful work today.
Thanks.
Oh, no, not that way, honey. Straight lines, straight lines.
I'm gonna head as well. I guess it's been great, Tony. I am very, you have so many awards. I'm just gonna keep remembering that. Good night. And
Good night, Ebby Bubby. You got this, buddy. You got this.
Ebenezer leaves alone into the cold, dark night.
At this point, Tony's gonna lean over and go, Sammy, we got a ton of rewrites, buddy. Who's seen what
That was my
Sammy-
scene. That was my scene. I mean, I didn't go well, I don't think.
I think it went well for anybody.
No.
I'm gonna give a black dice. Oh, let's go to the right screen, shall we? I'm gonna give a black dice to I'll give it to Madge.
Thank
Oh.
you. I'm collecting them all in one color. Gonna be brilliant.
Yeah.
I deserve this.
Just for dominating every scene. But in a good way.
Madge is the star of the show.
Cool. We are on to Face's second scene. So we don't. By the way, we don't have to act out every scene. You can declare a montage. You can declare a description only scene. You don't have to go full on if you don't want. If you've got an alternative idea. But we've got our sort of established story now. I think is going quite well. After we've each done 2 scenes, we'll get the tilt, which will give us some other story elements to add in, and then we're just working towards the finale.
Okay.
Face your second scene.
My second scene. We haven't done the tilt yet. I was going to say Tony's going to be drunk in the prop room because lamenting how rubbish this is all going. But that needs to be after the tilt, doesn't it?
Doesn't have to be.
No. Trust me, there are plenty more things that can happen for the tilt.
Oh, yeah, no.
Okay,
You can
it's
have a
going to
very
be
short
3.
scene of that.
It's going to be 3 o'clock in the morning. Tony's going to be drunk. He's going to be in the prop room, and who do we want? Anybody suggestions on who's going to be there?
Samuel.
Doesn't have to be anybody
Samuel.
there.
It's a montage.
It can be your
of
own
rewrites.
It's a montage of rewrites.
No,
Oh,
I think
yeah,
it would be a montage of an increasingly drunk Tony suggesting things, putting on
Okay.
costumes and playing with props,
All right.
while
Okay,
Samuel
here we go.
sits there and pretends to take notes.
Okay, right. So here we go. So I'll need Emily. Can you give me like a a thing between the clips of Tony getting worse and worse and worse?
Okay,
Okay, ready?
got my clapper ready.
Right, hit. Right, go for it. Okay, so hear me out, Sammy. Well, we need aliens. Aliens
Just write it
with
down.
beehive hairdos.
Uh,
No, what you need to do, no, is you have her walking backwards for the entire scene, and then people think that she's going back in time. It's brilliant.
cut.
No. No, I got it. No. She just says nay.
Cut.
Samuel has stood there. In this one, while Tony's crying, Samuel stood there in a full Roman centurion costume. Zero explanation.
Cut.
And then she can say pretentious moi. No, that's rubbish. Never mind. That's been done.
Cut.
At this point, Tony just at this cut, Tony just completely sparked out on the floor, and Samuel is just standing there, still in the Roman centurion outfit, but now actually basically with fairy wings on. It just goes and just walks out.
That was beautiful.
What do you do?
And scene. And that went very badly for Tony.
I thought that went really well for you.
Okay, you're right. It went really well for Tony.
Maintained your mystique. Yeah. Who do you want to give your dice to?
You know what? I think we're going to balance out Madge's negativity.
Oh.
So we're going to give her a positive.
Madge is accumulating dice.
She
I
is.
mean, we've all only got what color dice of one color so far. We've only got one dice, but that's fine.
I'm assuming it'll be better next time.
Emily, your second scene, or Madge's second scene. We missed 7 o'clock. Was Tony just too drunk? Cancelled on her.
It was
We haven't
7
got
o'clock.
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock's the next day. You know, it was 3 o'clock in the morning when Tony was suggesting it.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, I really want Madge at a computer.
Editing her daughter's Wikipedia page.
Yeah, editing the Wikipedia page, sending emails to. So this is my montage.
Okay.
So editing Wikipedia page of her daughter, editing Wikipedia page of Ebenezer.
Ooh.
To be like, oh yeah, this washed up star is gonna be in this thing, and 3, sending emails to lots of casting agents and very important people in the industry, trying to get them to come see the show. And then the 4th scene of the montage, she looks around, she pulls up a file of the script that she has like stolen the Google Drive link to from Tony's home computer, and she goes in and she starts making edits.
Oh, so good.
I
Okay.
like it.
End scene.
That's a white dice if ever I heard one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's going that way?
I'll give it to you so that you have mixed dice.
All right. It was a white one, Christian.
White die.
Oh, sorry. What am I doing?
What are you doing?
So I didn't switch the windows on the live stream, so that nobody saw it but you guys.
No one
Nobody
saw
saw that.
anything.
Look,
Why
everything-
did you
the-
say that?
the
Face?
dice are
You don't
completely
know
You
correct.
got it perfectly.
The dice are perfectly correct.
Exactly.
All right, our final scene before the tilt is Jacinta's scene. So what's
Okay, well-
Daisy up to?
I really want this to be like, well, either like the dress rehearsal or like a preview performance,
I
or
mean,
like, you know,
a dress rehearsal
full
sounds
run.
fun.
Tech
Okay.
rehearsal can give more chance for it to go wrong.
Yeah. Okay, a tech rehearsal. Yeah. And obviously,
I just thought about it. There's now clearly a Roman centurion walking in the background of one of the scenes.
yeah, with fairy wings. Okay, so yeah, and I've obviously got the new version of the script. So I'm delighted.
You're welcome.
Okay. So, but do you think maybe Tony doesn't know that the script's been updated?
I think, but I mean, if we're all the way at the tech rehearsal,
No, that's true. Yeah.
Did you send it out then to everyone?
Obviously.
No.
And Tony was so drunk that he's just like, oh yeah, these must be my changes. It's totally my idea. I remember making ideas.
Okay. All right. So, I am Equa. Star.
We've all got scripts in hand because none of us have had time to learn this.
Of this Fiesta Theater you are about to witness. Is this a happy story? Nay. Is this a story that makes sense? Nay. But will it move you to tears and make you see the world in a different light? Will you leave here being better people? Yay.
The end of the scene is Ebenezer just runs onto the stage, says, "You're incredible." Is that my only line in this scene?
What Madge stands from the back of the auditorium. Oh, beautiful, darling, beautiful.
What was
Was that okay, Tony?
This is the script you sent us last night, Tony.
I mean, did I send anything last night? I mean,
it's different.
It's I'm not sure this is exactly what we're after and all that. I mean,
I wouldn't say it was worse.
This is my boy, and I am his metaphors.
Yep. It's just his yeah.
It's your line, Ebenezer. It's your line.
But that's... Wait, did my character's name change? Hang on a minute. Is it... Every now and then, there's a character called Shit. Is that supposed to be me as well?
Yeah.
But
It's making a comment.
the audience won't know that the name keeps changing in the script.
Tony is furiously scrolling up his iPad trying to work out exactly what the hell's been going on this script. Seeing if he can revert back to a previous version.
Madge may have been a little drunk as well.
Nothing there.
Madge is very good with computers.
Ebenezer, say your line.
I am but a light to shine upon your visage, which is spelt wrong. I mean, that's not in the line, but it's
Ebenezer, you're not being very professional.
I just don't understand what this. I didn't understand this play before, and I understand it even less now.
Okay, finish your line, and then I can do my song.
Okay. So shine I shall, for that is all that I am good for.
Tony has walked off by this point. Sammy, where's the Google Drive? No, the Google!
Beautiful, darling, beautiful. And Madge walks up to the director's table at this point because, Tony has vacated it. And she just sits down and goes, now, Act 2.
Ebenezer Daisy.
Oh dear.
You're not supposed to try and win Fiasco,
I've
right?
done a coup.
It could be. You can win it.
Oh,
Okay.
ay, ay, ay.
I think that went very well for me.
It went far too well for you.
You're welcome, darling.
So I will give I'll give another good dice, a white dice, to my mother.
Oh, we've lost it.
We shouldn't do. Oh, it should be back now. A white dice. I can go back to that. Oh no, what did I do?
Oh no.
Got too many windows open. It's so confusing. A white dice to Madge. Madge has all the dice.
I'm sorry, am I being too overbearing? No. Not, that's not possible.
No.
All right. On that note, we are going to roll our dice. So, at this midpoint, we have got to. Unfortunately, I don't have a good copy of the tilt table. Unfortunately, so
Computer?
no, it's not. And it's not that I could find in a way that was sort of readable, unless I'm missing something. I'd have made a page if I had realised that, but I did not realise that. But that's fine. I will pop a link so that you guys can see it in the chat.
Okay.
So if you follow that link, you'll be able to see it because it's universal. It's universal for every system, for every
Okay,
game.
gotcha.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Somebody's not Jonathan after all.
Right.
Changing my script. Not even my script. Changing poor Samuel's script.
Daniel's the stage manager.
And the writer.
And also the playwright.
And also the playwright. He just wants to keep that one quiet.
He wrote it under a pen name.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So what we need to do is we need to roll our dice somehow and work out what we've got. So if you don't have dice to hand, which I do because I have actually my Fiasco box. I have a box of dice specifically for Fiasco. That's how much I play Fiasco.
Okay.
I'm only rolling one white dice. Face is rolling a black and a white. Emily is rolling 2 whites and 2 black, and I am rolling. Jacinta is also rolling just 1 white.
Do you want to have darker
Oh,
ones?
fine. Light and dark.
Yeah, I've got 2 the same. I've got 2 dark the same colour. There you go.
And then whoever has rolled the most in total of white and the most in total of black will get to choose the tilt elements. So I have
As
rolled,
in the highest number or the.
I have rolled a 3.
I rolled a 6.
Ooh, that's good.
Wait.
What?
What is this? The total of.
Total of white. Add your white dice together and your black dice together separately.
So, separately, I have 7 and 5.
7
So is that
on
2 or
the white.
7 on the
7
light.
on the white dice, 5 on the black dice.
Right, and Face, what did you get?
I got 2 on the white dice and 3 on the black dice.
So Emily is choosing everything. Having hoarded all of the dice in the first round, Emily is going to choose everything from the tilt table. So I'm going to
Something that's given to you freely.
roll. Actually, this might roll all of them. Let me double check. Roll. No, just rolls one. So I've rolled the remaining dice once more. So Emily, you can use those dice that I've just freshly re-rolled on the app to choose from the tilt table.
Okay, how many tilts am I choosing?
So you're choosing 2 in total. So you're choosing a the options for the audience at home are mayhem, tragedy, innocence, guilt, paranoia, and failure. Those are the 6 base options, and then there's a specific one, and you're going to create 2 of them to add to our game.
And I have to do it all?
Yeah.
You can ask for our input, yeah.
Yeah.
Use the final say.
I'm just reading through to see if anything is interesting to me.
You have to use the numbers, don't you?
You have to use those numbers.
Oh, right.
So we don't have
But
any 6s or 2s.
Oh, okay.
So you can't choose a 6 or a 2.
Tragedy.
We'll have a death right on time.
So it can't be a tragedy, and it can't be a failure, apparently.
Okay, well, I think we need some mayhem.
Love that.
Mayhem's fair.
One for mayhem.
A dangerous animal, perhaps metaphorical, gets loose.
A metaphor of horse, perhaps.
Maybe we need a real horse all along.
No.
Yeah, no. I'm like, maybe someone decides that we actually do need a real horse, and they try to replace Daisy with a real
metaphor.
horse.
No, I was going to say the metaphor. The metaphors
Okay.
just
It's the-
snaps.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
actually drinks. And turns up actually drunk rather than the Shirley Temple, because she's always when she thinks she's drinking, she's a nice happy drunk. When she's actually drinking, she gets angry.
I mean, I feel
I
like
love that.
that makes sense for what we've been building.
I
So
love
yeah,
And there is still an unresolved weapon.
it's
True.
still there.
Unhappy.
It still exists.
It's still there.
So we've used a 1 and a. I'm going to move them to the end if I can. Oh no, I can't. Well, la-di-da. Well, in that case, I will stick them just into
Even to Emily's.
Emily's
You
bottom
picked
row
it.
there. So you picked a 1 and a 3. So that leaves you still with plenty of 1s, 3s, and a 4 and a 5. So we can have. I mean, one of the innocence options is somebody's not so innocent after all. So it's like it's not all a given.
I mean,
Or the wrong
Still
guy gets buzzed,
paranoia.
poor Sammy gets taken out.
What don't we have? We don't have 2s and 6s.
I mean, guilt. Somebody develops a conscience would be really funny.
Oh my god.
But who?
No one has a
I'm
conscience.
sorry, it was me. No, that's out
No.
of character.
That's
I feel like
not a
it'll be Tony or Ebenezer.
Greed leads to killing. That's fucking. That's an escalation.
Yeah.
Is there anything anyone particularly thinks looks really great and they want to try?
I do like think greed leads to killing. I think Madge is going to progress to the next level to try and get her daughter to be the star.
We can't do that anyway because we don't have 2 4s.
Oh.
Oh no!
I quite like love rears its ugly head between you guys,
We
maybe.
have a lover's
yeah.
spat and we think
Yeah.
One,
that the curtain is still down, but then the curtain rises and everyone's watching.
one of you was more into it than the other.
I think we know which way that's gone.
Do you want to go with that?
Sure.
What is it? Sorry.
Love rears its ugly head.
Innocence,
So it's
love.
3 for innocence and 5 for
Yeah.
love rears its ugly head.
Yep.
Okay.
Although the dice don't go anywhere, they're just there in the pool.
Okay.
Cool. It just dictated what our options are. So we've got to have dangerous animal, perhaps metaphorical, gets loose, and love rears its ugly head. Are our 2 tilt effects that we must include in the second half of this story.
Okay.
How exciting. Alright, cool. On that note, let me check if the turn order changes at all.
Metaphors gets loose.
Uh-huh.
And another thing.
The metaphors gets loose.
Okay. So the turn order doesn't change. This time, though, in Act 2, we keep our dice. So we're each going to gain 2 dice from this, for sure. So that may dictate whether you whether you want to resolve rather than set up your scenes. The last dice, so Jacinta's second dice, is wild as well, so it can be black or white, your choice.
Okay.
Okay. But we keep our dice from before, yeah?
We keep our dice from 4, and we gain our dice that we gain from the dice from our scenes. We keep now. Don't give them away.
I see. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So
But
Christian,
if we're directing it, we don't necessarily get to decide whether we win or we lose.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your scene going to be?
That is the question. Does anybody have any ideas? I'm happy to establish, but I haven't got an immediate idea off the top of my head.
Hmm.
I mean,
Could you Sorry, go for it.
Oh no, go for it. I was just gonna say the last thing that happened was doing a coup.
I reckon Ebenezer is talking to someone about the changes and what needs to happen next.
Maybe Tony.
I mean, I feel like if anyone was going to go to the producers, it's probably Ebenezer.
Maybe
Yeah.
you've had a conversation with your agent and maybe like you're threatening to pull out, or you know.
I like the idea of him dragging the producers into it, because that's like a dick move.
Yeah.
Like that's like, he's not a diva, but that's kind of a diva-y thing to do.
Yeah.
But, in this instance, kind of deserved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds like
Your whole
he appears to have somehow become the sane one of this scenario.
Yeah.
Poor guy, doesn't stand a chance. Although probably a terrible actor. Yeah. So I think he's like called. He's arriving at the theatre for another one of the like. What are you doing? You're gonna stick your arse in the camera. Don't do that. Naughty kitten.
All right, okay.
That was not in the scene. That was this little monster. This little monster.
That is part of Equus.
Oh, there he is. We'll see him in about 10 seconds. There he is.
There we
Yeah.
What are you gonna sit there for? On my mouse pad. If we do this as like a proper live show in the future, I'm gonna have to lock you out, and you will not be happy about that.
That's what everyone comes to this channel.
Everybody
for, is
logs
the
on
chat.
to Christian's brain to see MacGyver.
I mean, that's fair.
It's the internet.
Thing is, we're about 10 seconds delayed, so we're seeing MacGyver shoving his backside in the camera. Yeah.
Do you want to lie down? Do you want to lie down?
I haven't seen it at all.
It's my scene.
Please.
I have to be in the scene. I can't just like dock out for a scene. It's got to be me.
MacGyver plays the
MacGyver is the
producers.
scene in the scene now.
Oh, hello.
I think okay. So the producer's called MacGyver.
Yeah, so
Clearly.
it's Ebenezer arriving at the studio at the theatre for another rehearsal, but he's dragged the producers in, or producers, however many. So whoever wants to play the producers is that's open. Those are open NPCs now. But yeah, they are entering the theatre as he just kind of like. So we've got these two scripts now. No one seems 100% sure which script we're using. One script ends with me shooting the horse. This new one ends with the horse shooting me. It's very confusing. The new script seems to be confused as to whether it or not it is actually a horse. I thought the horse was a metaphor. Now it seems like in the new one that it actually is a horse. So this rewrite seems to understand the adaptation even less. I'm very confused. Is the theatre supposed to be confusing? I don't know if I'm being dumb or if everybody else is. Who's my producer?
Costume change.
Yeah.
Don't worry. We'll speak to Tony about this.
Here he is now, and you can see we enter onto through the back of the auditorium on the stage. So I'm going to set the scene. This Equus rewrite of a rewrite. Tony is stood on the stage, directing from the side, as Daisy being held aloft by 6 shirtless, extremely muscular men, like she's some kind of Roman empress. As a number of people in various period dress, none of which seems to match, kind of just dance around the stage like it's a ballet, which is the one genre we weren't already covering, but now we are. And it's very visually confusing.
Tony, could we have a word, please?
Hey, MacGyver, good to see you again. Sure. Let me just. Hey, guys, take five. We'll be back in a second. So, Ebenezer, missed you, buddy. I mean, obviously you didn't have any lines for the first half anymore, so I guess we didn't really miss you. Hi, MacGyver. What are you doing all the way down here from your ivory tower?
Well, the thing is, Mr. Brecht,
Yep.
that our company has put this money and therefore put our trust in you to develop a product for us.
Mm-hmm.
This is not about high art. This is not about creating the next, well, Brecht, if you will. Really, we're just about the money. And we've just been told by Ebenezer here that you've made some changes to what we thought we were investing in.
Yeah. Can I be honest with you?
No.
Right. Okay.
Make me happy. That's your job. Make me happy. Make me money.
Understood. Okay. The changes have been spitballed. Maybe trying some things new. But if you think it's maybe too avant-garde, or you think it's too innovative, then perhaps we can maybe tone them down a little bit. Perhaps.
Ebenezer, can you explain again what it is that have the script changes already been made? Are they just propositions? What exactly did you call me down here for?
I don't understand what's happening anymore.
You called me all the way down here because you said that changes had been made, and now Mr. Brecht here is saying that they were just spitballing. Please tell me that you did not call me down for a serious meeting over some spitballing.
We alternate which script we're rehearsing every day. What are we putting
Now
on?
that does not sound like a good use of resources, Mr. Brecht.
You know what, Ms. MacGyver, you are totally right. We will ensure that we set upon the final script, which will be coming right up. We'll get that final script sorted out, locked in, and no changes are going to be made. But every time I make a change, it seems to have undone itself the next day.
How so?
I'm writing the script, and then the next day, it's changed. I don't get it.
What do you mean
It's changed. I write Ebenezer lines, and then the next day we go to rehearse it, and Daisy's got all the lines.
Mr. Brecht, might I recommend a pen and paper? And she walks out.
Old school.
I don't know what's going on, Ebby, Bubby. Why'd you do that, man? You don't pull down the guns like that, the big guns. I don't know what's going on anymore. This is all just, I don't know. And basically Tony's literally going to walk out.
The entire cast now just stood on the stage looking at Ebenezer, who's the only person in the other person in the auditorium.
Yeah, all eyes are on you now, Ebenezer.
Let's take an hour and a half. And my camera went away. He just runs to his dressing room.
Oh.
I set that so you guys can decide what dice I get. I will figure out what went wrong with my camera in a second.
Well, you.
I mean, I think that went badly for you.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
You thought that the producers would help, and they just.
Yeah. But it went well in the fact that, something's been decided.
That's true. That's true.
You know what? Okay, well, the black dice.
I can move it back.
I mean, I guess you did get the producer to notice that.
That's true. You did get the producer to
Ms. MacGyver.
threaten
Yeah.
Tony.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I don't know. That's white.
I've exposed.
Go for it.
That means we've only got 2 white dice left as well, which means that
Let's
most of the
face it,
scenes are going to go badly.
well for Tony from here on in.
This is Tony's.
And
Tony's scene
and
is next. I'm going to suggest I'm not in it while I fix my camera.
that's
Okay.
it. I also feel that the only person that deserves good things to happen in this is Ebenezer.
I know. That's it.
And then it turns out he was a serial killer all along. Right, MacGyver.
Well, no one in the cast and crew started dropping down dead yet.
Right, I'm gonna mute myself whilst I fix my camera.
I kind of want to have a scene where Tony confronts Madge.
Yep.
And I want the whole love Tarira's ugly head, but I don't think it should be between Tony and Madge.
Should we between
Anybody got any suggestions?
Madge and her beloved daughter.
That's what I was thinking. Because an actor
Yeah.
bring in to get revenge for the humiliation you suffer daily.
Yeah.
When
Ooh, what if
Daisy finds out that Madge is the one behind all the script changes.
Yeah.
Or we could take
Yeah.
it another way. Love rears its ugly head, and the whole love affair was just a ploy for Madge to get some kind of blackmail material on Tony.
That sounds very Madge-like. Yeah, you.
And it turns out Tony really was into it.
All right. Okay.
How could you not be into this?
So so it's obviously 7 o'clock has been and gone. So this is probably about like 7:05.
We're buttoning back up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Madge, you weren't there today, baby. This is going downhill so fast.
What do you mean? Ever since you got that new script, I mean, Samuel is such a talented writer to
Madge,
write that up so quickly.
Ebenezer called in the producers.
What?
They came down from downtown. Ms. MacGyver, she's one head-ass.
Oh, I hate her.
Oh, she's got nothing on you, baby. Nothing on you.
Well, who does?
But she came down and she basically Ebenezer just had no idea what's happening. And I'll be honest with you, honey, I don't know either. I mean, I got these ideas. And, I'm not going to say that they're all great. Sometimes I'm a little bit worse for the wear. Sometimes stupid ideas come out. But I do. Sammy and I were working on, we've got some great ideas, man. The way that the whole poignancy of it, the whole interrelationship of the horse and the boy. And I write them down. And the next day they're just not there. It's more ballet, or there's 6 oiled up dock workers hoisting up Daisy across the stage, and I don't know what's happening.
Well, Daisy just looks so good when she's doing ballet and being lifted by dock workers.
But that's not what it's supposed to be about. We talked about this. We know that this meant to be a poignant metaphor.
This is meant to be my daughter's big break.
This is meant to be a play that Ebenezer wants.
Ebenezer, why are you always going on about Ebenezer? Ebenezer is a means to an end.
He's
the only
the-
reason we got him here is that so people would be stupid enough to go, oh, Ebenezer and Daisy, they're from that pants show. And they come and they buy the tickets, and then once they're here, then they see how brilliant Daisy is. That's the point of this whole thing. And now you're here going, oh no, I keep writing things, then the script changes, and oh no, how dare Madge have a good idea? And
Wait a second.
what?
You know my password, don't you?
What password?
You know my password? You know my password is Madge Forever. I told you.
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
You be making these changes to the script?
What?
Is that what's been
No.
happening?
I don't know anything about that. I certainly don't know how to use those Google Docs.
I never
things.
told you I wrote it on Google Docs. Madge, how could you? You're ruining this for me. I thought we meant something to each other. Am I just a way to get your daughter to try and be a star again? Is that all this is for you?
You mean something to me, Tony? My daughter, she means everything.
I can't believe this. I can't believe this.
Tony, you are a very adequate director. But my daughter, she's a star and she deserves to shine.
I'm changing my goddamn password, and I've stormed out.
She deserves to shine.
What an exit line. I'm changing my goddamn password. Oh, Tony.
Remember, kids,
I
3
feel,
random words.
I feel sorry for Tony now.
Yeah. Can I have
That's the
overheard
best you could come up with.
Oh,
revelation?
definitely. Oh, definitely. You know,
Yeah.
Tony storms out and is completely oblivious to Daisy,
I just
literally there with the revolver with the blanks, right outside the prop room where this whole conversation was had. And then this is now this is very much now Daisy and Madge.
Wait, so was that my scene?
Well, that's my
That was
that's
your
my
scene.
scene.
That's got to
I think I
Yeah.
lost.
That's got to be a
I think
black dot.
Tony lost that one big time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless anybody has any arguments.
No, that's fair.
Not really. I mean, you've learnt the truth.
I mean,
But it's a hard
either
truth.
color dice is fine for you at the moment because you just want to get more than one of the other.
That's fair.
But yeah, that went badly for Tony. He's losing his
yeah.
play. He's lost his love.
Yeah.
He's just his life is in
Abby,
ruins.
Bubby, you're the only one I've got left.
Oh god. That's definitely got to be a scene. That'd be my next scene probably.
All right.
Yeah. All right. So does this one pick up directly from where that left off, or
If you would like.
do we,
Well, what do you think?
Sure.
She's-
or do we think that this is a bit later, where and Madge doesn't know that Daisy overheard that?
Yeah,
And
maybe.
this is where Daisy, the metaphor, gets loose.
Yeah.
I think with the rehearsal's basically broken up for the day. Everyone's like gone their
Oh, good
everyone's
God, yeah.
split off and gone their separate ways. The rest of the cast have been like, what the fuck is happening, and just left.
The oiled up dock worker's just like, so are we done?
Can we put our shirts back on now? You know, I just have so much oil on me. I would like to shower.
Yeah. So what's the scene?
Yeah, do you want to set it or do you want to resolve it?
I think I'll set it. I don't know exactly where I would like to set it. I don't know. I think I do kind of want it to be directly after that.
Yeah. Cool.
But I don't necessarily know that you overheard. I think I'm just gonna be, rooting around in the prop room and trying to find anything. Just like trying to find some sort of fencing foil or maybe a gun, but I can't find the gun because someone already took it.
I wonder who.
And then obviously someone walks in on me.
So you go to the prop room and then Daisy, who's overheard everything because she's always loitering about, not sure what to do with herself when her mum's not telling her.
Now that the dock workers have gone home.
Yeah. Which I imagine
The
made her
dock workers like-
uncomfortable. Yeah.
Where is that damn gun? I know I saw a gun in here at some point. When was the gun? Where was the gun? Was it over here? No, it was over here. No, this one. She starts rooting through chests.
So, do you mean this gun, Mother?
Daisy! What? Oh, were you carrying it over to Ebenezer for his scene at the end?
No, it's from my scene.
Right, it's your scene now. Sorry, the
because
script
it's
just keeps changing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of strange how it keeps changing, actually.
Yeah, but doesn't it just keep getting better? I think that Samuel has real talent, don't you?
Yeah, well, my part keeps getting bigger.
Are you all right with that? Does it make you happy? Are you all right with all those lines?
Well, I can learn the lines, Mother, but Ebenezer's the real star of the show.
Oh, honey, who told you that? Did Ebenezer tell you that, or did Tony?
No. He's just more famous than me.
Oh, that's just because people don't know what they want, darling. People are stupid. We have to give them, we have to spoon feed them. They think one thing, but then we knock them in the face with the truth. And the truth is that you are beautiful and talented and perfect.
Yeah, you're good at telling people what to think, Mother.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, nothing. Just, you're just good at getting your own way.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to get you everything, darling. I'm just so happy for you. Things are going well. You're getting a bigger part. Everything's good. I'm happy for you. Why shouldn't I be happy for my own daughter?
Well, I'm happy you're happy, Mother.
Good. Now give me the gun. You're being really kind of weird, leaning there in the door frame with the gun and all that.
No,
Give it.
I need it for my next scene.
Okay. All
So,
right.
I'm just gonna go do my scene now. Will you be watching, Mother?
Always.
Yeah, I could really do with your support.
Have it, sweetheart. Always.
Okay, I'll see you in the auditorium.
Okay.
Oh dear.
I'm so scared.
I'm petrified.
Never been so tired. I don't even know who to be scared for.
Or scared of.
I mean, that went
I know
badly.
who to be
for
scared
Matt,
of.
Well, yeah.
surely.
To be fair, I don't know who you're scared of. Yeah, it's the slightly psychopathic one with the gun.
I think that went poorly for me.
Yes.
Oh wait, I don't decide. You guys.
Oh,
How
poorly.
did that go
Yeah.
wrong?
Yeah.
We didn't even need to decide that in advance. It just sort of organically happened.
Yeah.
That's the first scene that's gone poorly for Madge.
True.
Yeah, it's all unraveling for Madge.
You've still got the most dice though, so winning.
It's a winning,
I
yeah.
love this so much.
We can't undo that, though, can we? We got, nobody's, there.
So yeah, I don't know who Daisy's planning to kill, but it's her scene next.
Okay, so things definitely has to happen on stage, and it is the scene with the shooting in it. Whoever's shooting who. And I think Tony, do you have like a hip flask of whiskey or something?
Obviously.
Yeah, so I think I've got hold of that.
Oh!
The metaphors is getting loose.
Yeah. Okay, so I think it's that scene. I'm obviously there. Ebenezer, you're also in the scene. Obviously the director will be there. So everyone's there.
You want all of us there? Okay.
I'm in the audience.
Yeah, and if Madge feels safe enough, she'll be in the auditorium. Or on the stage. I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna say I'm just because everyone else has left. I'm just sat on the edge of the stage, wondering if this is not really unsure if this is my fault or not. I don't really know what's going on. Genuinely confused.
I think if Tony's there, he is frantically typing away furiously on a laptop somewhere, and it's like it is a chunky laptop. It's nothing, it's a big chunky laptop typing away furiously as he's trying to desperately rewrite all the changes that have been made.
Yeah.
There is no internet connected to it. There is one old Ethernet cable, but it has been snipped.
Yes.
It's just like,
Yeah, there's nobody is getting onto this thing, and he's made a point to sit as far away from Madge as physically possible.
But she's not
He's
there
like,
at the moment, presumably. Because presumably I'm sat on the stage. Tony comes storming in from his previous scene.
Yeah.
Up to like the little director's booth and just starts tapping away without saying a word to me.
Yeah.
And then you other two are presumably going to enter the scene. I assume Daisy first because you left the last scene.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It's meant to be a metaphor. It's meant to be
Hey, Tony! I'm
Oh.
here for the shooting scene.
We're sorry, honey, and he's not even looking up. He's
I got the gun.
he's still looking at the laptop. Sorry, honey, we're gonna have to do a little bit of rewrites before we get to that part. I'm afraid.
Oh, but I'm all ready. I learned all my lines and everything.
Oh, that's a shame, sweetheart. Yet again, still
Yeah.
not looking up.
I'm
That's
gonna
such a shame, sweetheart. But I think we might need to make a few changes before we get to it. Had some issues with some computer viruses or something, I think. And at this point, I'm going to look up. And I think
I'm
Ebenezer.
loving your whiskey as you.
Yeah. I think it's fair to say that Ebenezer's hasn't noticed this. Have you noticed it yet?
No, yeah,
Ebenezer?
I've noticed her come on because she's behind me, presumably, and I'll stand up onto the stage. But every step she takes on the stage, I take a step back in the opposite direction.
Oh, honey, that's. Where did you find my hip flask?
I got it out of your pocket as you were leaving my mother's dressing room.
Well, that's okay. Now, sweetheart, that's fairly strong.
That's
Maybe
real
not
good.
necessarily for you. Do you wanna put the gun down?
No.
Okay.
Ebenezer, you ready to do the scene?
What scene? Why? What is going on? Why?
The
Your mother
scene
has a
where
dressing room.
The metaphorist is put down because she's broken her leg. But I'm not a metaphorist, Ebenezer. I'm not even a real horse. And I'm not a girl like my mother thinks I am. I'm a woman. I'm a grown-up woman.
You are, honey. Now we're gonna rewrite the
scene?
scene to make sure that's apparent. So maybe
Yes,
you could put
My mother's already rewritten the scene. So now the horse is shooting the boy. That doesn't make sense because
No,
horses have
exactly.
hooves and
It-
they can't hold guns.
It doesn't make sense. You're right. So how about you and me maybe do a little bit of spitballing, put the gun down, put the whiskey down, and come and work with me on my laptop over here. How does that sound?
But what about if I just get rid of the problem?
Who
I
is the
think
problem?
at this point, Madge enters from behind, so she hears that last bit as well.
Mother, you've been controlling my entire life, and I want to be separated from you, and I want to lead my own life. And you know what? I'm a bad actor, and I want to work in a shop.
Honey,
No one.
honey,
wants
we can
that.
talk about all this. Just put the gun down, sweetheart.
Okay.
Just put the gun down.
At this point, I think I'm going to fire the gun, but my aim is so terrible that it ends up hitting Ebenezer.
Well, is it loaded
We
with
do-
blanks or
we-
not?
It's whether or not it's loaded with blanks.
I mean, I almost want to like roll for it. In all honesty.
Yeah, no, exactly.
I mean, you're setting the scene, but we can choose what the outcome is. I think if the outcome.
Yeah, you can choose.
So let's decide now whether the outcome is going to be good or bad for Daisy, and then that's what you've got to play it towards.
I want it to be good. I want good things to come.
I kind of want it to be. I want it to go Daisy's way.
All right. Okay. I'll go with the majority on this one.
Murdering someone isn't good.
No. All right. Let's give Daisy a white dice. So this whatever this is, you've still got control of the scene, Jacinta. But whatever it is going to work out best for Daisy.
Ebenezer, I'm so sorry. Are you okay?
I just stumble. Down on one knee.
I
Yeah,
do.
no, I'm fine.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm glad you're fine.
I mean, the blanks.
Yeah,
Daisy,
it's a prop gun.
Prop gun.
It hasn't even got like.
I just wasn't thinking straight. I just wanted my mother to know how angry I am about all the years of humiliation she's made me go through.
Yeah, well, you're not the first person to think about shooting your mother.
I think we're all a little bit up to our eyeballs with a little bit of Ms. Madge Flowers at this precise moment in time. Madge, maybe you ought to take 5 weeks.
Yeah, Mother. Take 5 weeks.
To tell you how much I love you.
Madge,
Well,
go.
Oh. Fine. I'll go out with my head held high. Just remember, everything I did it out of love. For my daughter, not for you, Tony. She leaves.
Okay,
she'll be okay.
we've got some rewrites to do.
That's your response to that?
Yep, because I've got Ms. MacGyver breathing down my goddamn neck.
You know what? I never wanted to be somebody who said this, but I'm going to my dressing room. I just storm off the stage.
Well, Daisy,
Yeah,
show
Tony?
must go on.
Yeah,
Let's do these rewrites.
yeah. Nay.
Nay.
Cool.
Uh,
Lovely.
Okay, so back to Christian.
Yeah, I think my scene was going to be. Originally, it was going to be me and Tony, but I think it needs to be me and Daisy now.
Fair,
Yeah.
fair. I think Tony's
or it
sober
could even
for the
be-
first time in a
It
while.
could be Madge. I don't know.
Or Madge sneaks back in to basically try and have it out with Ebenezer.
No, I think that'll be Madge's scene. I think
Yeah,
Ebenezer
yeah.
and Daisy is
Yeah,
one
okay.
that needs to happen.
I think this is. I think we leave the theatre. I'm going to set the scene. How it goes is up to you guys. We're going to leave the theatre, and Ebenezer is at the pub again, the pub nearby that we keep going to, just by himself, having a drink when Daisy.
Michelle's Tavern. There you go.
Yeah. When Daisy comes in.
We didn't choose that one.
And Ebenezer realises he sat slightly too close to the door in an exposed seat as Daisy comes in. And she only got her back to him at first, but he knows it's inevitable that she will notice him. As he kind of shifts awkwardly and can't quite get out of eye line as she goes to the bar to order a drink and then turns around and spots him. And he just kind of sits awkward.
Ebenezer,
Oh,
may I join you?
I'd have to be an absolute monster to say no.
Oh, thank you. I know it hasn't been the easiest few days.
It's been something.
Yeah.
I'm still unclear if things are going well or badly, if I'm being completely honest.
Well, you know, you're a real good actor, Ebenezer. And Tony and I were talking about the script changes earlier, and I think it's going back to how it was. You're going to get a lot more lines again.
Was that good though?
Yeah. Yeah, Ebenezer, that's good.
These are good.
You're an
These-
actor, you want lines.
But don't you want lines? Really?
Yeah, but no, I gotta work my way up. You're the real star.
You've been working your way up. You worked started the same place I did.
I was in that pants show, whatever. I was a child then. I'm an adult now. I'm starting afresh.
You started afresh in the same thing. Does that count? I don't know. What about
You don't know?
you and your mother?
Hmm?
I mean, she was pretty hands-on on pants, and it hasn't got any. I mean, it's only getting weirder.
My mother's taking a 5-week break. She's not gonna get in the way.
100%.
You'll be able to shine. And I'll shine too, as the metaphors. We'll do it as
Maybe-
a team, like we always did.
Do you remember my mother on set on the pants show?
Yeah, Mary Watt. She only came a couple of times though, didn't she?
Yeah, no, she. Then she was mostly coming to borrow props and money and things like that.
Oh,
So
were you the main breadwinner?
I mean, I guess I don't. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure where some of that money actually went. It's child actors is kind of fucked up when you think about it too much.
Yeah, it kind of is. Do you even want to be an actor? Maybe we should open a shop together.
I'd rather act.
You sure? We could sell like little knickknacks and curios. It could be real cute.
I mean,
We could sell pens.
I mean, it works in a strange kind of way.
Yeah. Maybe after this show we could talk about it.
We could definitely talk about it.
Okay, Ebenezer. Well, I'm sorry you've had such a ride. I hope it's smoother for you from now on, and me.
Yeah, just you should take more time to be concerned about itself. You know?
That's so sweet.
Is it? Because just feel like it's just like you're just not used to hearing nice things.
Oh.
Wow, Ebenezer, I feel quite emotional.
Okay. I mean, I really do. This play has got me so confused about what's right and wrong, what's good or bad.
That's theater, darling.
I just think maybe we just both deserved better.
You know what? This off Broadway show is a good start for both of us, and I see better things on the horizon. And I really believe in Tony and Samuel.
I mean, I'm sure people will come and see it.
And that's what really matters.
Apparently so. If my residual checks are anything to go by.
Okay, well, see you at rehearsals tomorrow.
Sure.
As much
Bye.
as it pains me to say it, I think Christian needs to get the last white dice.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
So this is, no matter what happens, it's going to end badly for a pair of us.
Forever. For the rest of the
Because Jacinta's is wild, so she gets to choose.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. In that case, I think I've in the scene. Okay. In that case, I think I understand. I think I'll just before Daisy leaves, I'll say I'll just kind of call her back. Daisy,
Yeah.
can I show you something?
Yeah.
And I open up my bag and I take out a script, and it's the Equus script, and it says, I pretty much, as soon as we started poking around with this. Why don't you have a look at it? Just like someone should have a look at it.
This is your script?
I just edited like your mum did, but hopefully not quite as insanely.
I'll read it. Can I read it?
Yeah, no, you take it, and if it's any good.
I start to flick through and be like, oh, it looks like we've got an equal amount of lines.
Yeah, you were wasted on saying nay, no matter how nuanced that apparently was.
Oh, gee, Ebenezer. I'll read it tonight. Okay, I'll take it away
Cheers.
to read.
And scene.
Okay.
All right. Face is Tony's final. Well, not final scene because he can be in other scenes, but your final setup scene.
Okay.
Just Tony by himself, I think. Back to 3 o'clock in the morning. No montage. By himself. Not drunk. But he's kind of like just looking at his laptop forlornly. Sammy, where are you, man? You were a team. Words came so easily for you. I could see what you were trying to do. I could put your words into the vision, into being. I'm sorry you left, buddy. Sorry I wasn't listening to you. Sorry I put Madge before our friendship. I need you, buddy. Gonna close the laptop down as the light just fades around.
Who were you talking to? Sorry, I missed that bit.
Sammy,
The stage manager.
stage manager,
/ writer.
/ writer,
Um,
/ clearly Tony's the edge to Tony's Bono.
We only have black dice left, don't we?
Yeah,
Oh, am I getting echo?
Tony's
not
morose.
coming back.
Tony's morose. Sammy's not coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to bring Sammy back, but I don't think we can.
No,
He
he's
can
gone.
do. So, he's not there now.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Sammy would quit after all this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You took my script and you did what?
Sammy can always come back for the denouement. It's okay.
They can make up at the end if you roll really well.
Yeah.
I kind of in my head, what was happening was it's like so in the terms of the film, the lights go down, but it cuts to Sammy at the back of the room just dimming the lights down to put on it.
He's still there.
He just dims the lights all the way down and just shakes it, goes idiot, and walks off.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Okay.
Cool.
Give me my black dice and have done with it.
You have no choice. Madge, your final scene that has to go badly, can only go badly.
I mean, it can only go badly. I mean, I want to respect my daughter's wishes. I also feel like I need to do one last desperate thing.
Oh God.
I don't know what that desperate thing will be. I'm open to suggestions.
Ooh.
Part of me, because I want to see you do this, part of me thinks that Madge should try and have it out with Ms. MacGyver.
See Emily act against herself.
Yes, because I have to do it all the time when I'm DMing.
Hand me the glasses. Knock, knock, knock. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to break your glasses if I do that. Okay. Knock, knock, knock. Knock, knock, knock. Who is it? Knock, knock, knock. Hello, are you going to open up or not? Well, it depends who is it. Opens the door. Hello, Miss MacGyver, is it? Yes, and you are... Oh, I know who you are. Security? Security? No. Put down the phone. It's fine. We don't need to call security. It's just me. I'm just here. About my daughter. Oh, no. Yes, it's about my daughter. Well, she really deserves better. And I think you need to fire Tony, because he's all over the place, and just has no sense of cybersecurity. You know, he had the whole script stored into the cloud where anyone could get to it, and it's very unsecure. You know, you gotta have 3 random words for your password, and he didn't do any of that. Miss Flower. Yes, Flower. Is that your real name? I don't care. I see where you're coming from, Miss Flower. I have a child myself. I don't think I'm as obsessed with my child as you are, but I do understand a mother's love. Oh, yes, it's the best thing in the world, isn't it? Yes. Please stop trying to touch me. I think that what would be best for all of us is that if you could just learn to let your child go. What? No, listen to me. Not forever, just... You have to respect them. Especially as your child is no longer an actual child. She'll always be my baby, though. Yes, they will. They will always be your baby. But... she is 22 years old. She does not need her mother holding her hand and visiting the office of her boss's boss. Please get out before I call security. Okay. She starts to exit, and then she turns back. Miss MacGyver? Yes. I could really use a friend. Would you possibly consider getting a drink or something with me? Security!
Oh, that was brilliant.
I think MacGyver's ass ruined the end there a little bit, but that was great.
It's what?
MacGyver's arse ruined it a bit at the end.
Stretched
MacGyver the producer.
right into the camera.
It's me, MacGyver. I'm like, how did my ass go? I was sat down the whole scene.
Did not disappoint. Well done, Emily.
great.
Thank you.
That was incredible. That was beautiful and very emotional.
Could use a
She
friend.
just wants a friend.
Doesn't deserve a friend.
Doesn't deserve a
Oh
friend.
no, give me that black dye, baby.
Yeah.
Cool. So our final scene before we get to the aftermath is Daisy scene.
Okay,
It can-
so
it can end however you like.
I think this should be a montage. So scene number 1, Ebenezer and Daisy consulting with Tony about Ebenezer's version of the script.
It's broader, but somehow Tony likes that.
Then, scene number 2, rehearsals are happening. Everyone seems like, they're focusing, they're having a good time. Tony's like giving directions, doing thumbs up. Yeah, that's great. Excellent. And then scene number 3, final scene. I'd like to write a letter to my mother. And maybe as I'm writing it, we can see Madge reading it. Okay. Dear Mother, I know that really you only want the best for me. And sometimes, in fact, all of the time, you've ended up hurting me because you just care too much. I hope that our separation isn't forever, but I think it does need to be for a little while. Say 2 years? Maybe we can arrange a meeting then, and perhaps things will be a little easier between us. The rehearsals are going really well. I'm sure you'll be glad to hear. Ebenezer, who is a really good actor, has written a really good new script. But my part is a little bigger than it was originally, so I'm sure you'll be glad to hear that too. Anyway, I'd better go now. I'd rather you didn't come and see the show. But you're welcome to read the reviews. Anyway, goodbye, Mother. Enjoy the next 2 years. I hope you can find some friends and some projects to put your energies into, which aren't me. All the best. And I really do love you, I think. Your daughter, Daisy.
Daisy still comes across as a bit of a psychopath, if I'm being completely honest.
I mean, she's got some childhood trauma to watch.
She needs therapy.
Yeah, I think so.
The guy really stuck his claws in my neck.
White dice for Daisy.
Oh,
White dice?
black dice. No, Daisy's screwed in the head.
I mean, Daisy's in a very... Is she just swapping one codependency for another, potentially?
What's my other codependency?
I don't know.
I'm an independent woman now.
I vote for white dice, but I am but one vote.
Christian?
I think white dice.
Ah,
Yeah.
fine.
Because I, Daisy, feel like it's gone well, even if I do need therapy.
So I don't actually have the
Cutting
option.
off your toxic mother.
We just
Exactly.
need to remember that that's a white dice.
It's all boundaries.
Yeah.
So that black dice is actually a white dice. I don't see a way to change it to a white dice.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
All right, cool. So, MacGyver. Again, I don't have an easy reference for the aftermath, but I can just tell you what you get. So, you're going to roll all your dice, add your white dice together and your black dice together, and subtract the lower number from the higher number. I will only have one number.
Lower number, high number. So that's pretty good for my black dice.
What you don't want is to get a 0.
Okay.
I need one. Just add them. And 2 white dice. And 6. Okay.
Yeah.
Does it matter which way around it is?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
you
you
will
wrote
have a
down
white or a black number, whatever whichever one rolled higher is the one that you technically have.
Okay. And I'm assuming the higher the number is, the worse, or the more polarized it is.
The lower the number is, the worse the result. Because if you have an even spread of dice, you're more likely to get a low number.
Okay. So I've got my total is 13 black.
Really? Wow, that's a hell of a roll.
I rolled a 6, a 6, and a 4 on my black dice, and I rolled a 1 on my white dice.
That's pretty good.
Wow.
Mine's 11. So 11 white.
11 black.
11 white. I've only got white dice.
Oh, yeah.
Madge?
Mine is 8.
Oh,
oh,
8,
sorry. 8 white for me.
Mine's 7 black.
Okay, okay. So, let's go through in order. In fact, I've got it open here as well. So, I have got reasonably generally pretty good results. So, I've got 11 white, not too shabby. You've made it out with your dignity intact through some fluke. There might even be a little profit or self-respect or something. Time to throw a little party for your friends. So, I think my end result, let's go back to this chat room, is that, we end up making my script. Tony, who's just been bedraggled by the whole process, is quite happy to have something a little bit less cerebral, let's say, to work on. And it's just like, you know what, I just want to make a play that people just enjoy and not one that has to confuse them into giving it awards.
Fair enough.
So I begin to branch out and start sort of reboot my career as a writer. That's my problem. Player 2, Tony, what was yours?
I got 13.
That's
But it's
wild.
black, is it?
13 black. You have had an awesome result. Insanely great. You will emerge not only unscathed, but if there's a guy involved, if there's romance involved, you might get rich off this caper. Who knows?
I think it's fair to say that Metaforce, which is the new name of the show, actually ended up on off Broadway.
Only one off. Wow.
We went off, and we went to off Broadway. It got
That's
enough
amazing.
reviews, and Tony was taken seriously as a director, and of course reconciled with Samuel.
Who never really left. He just seemed hanging about backstage, just fixing things.
He's the guy that's doing all the dramatic lighting in the
Yeah,
background.
a bit like the Phantom of the
Yeah.
Opera, just hiding there, like
Yeah.
fixing everything, but not letting Tony know until he was like,
So Samuel and Tony go on, to be a fairly successful, director writer combination type thing.
Even though he didn't write this actually in the end.
Well, no,
Yeah, exactly.
okay, maybe not the writer sort of thing. Maybe a better.
He was a better stage manager.
It was a better
than-
Yeah,
stage man. He
director,
was definitely a better
stage
stage man than a writer. Yeah. Right? Okay, damn. I was not
Ooh.
expecting Tony to come out of this
you
one.
rolled crazy on your black dice there.
A 6, a 6, and a 4. Those are decent dice. Yeah.
Emily,
7 black.
7 black. The title
Uh-huh.
for that is Pathetic. You will suffer.
That's me.
You will suffer. Oh dear God, you will suffer. And everyone will know of your maleficence, your stupidity, your lack of common sense and decency. Well,
Well, when Daisy wrote that thing about the reviews, she decided that she's like, you know what? I'm going to write reviews. And so she decides to write a review about Metaforce, except she doesn't know that they've changed the name. So she still calls it Equus. And everyone is terribly confused. And then she spends the next 2 years contacting every single director, casting agent, sponsor, anyone who could give any sort of money, trying to fund her review page, just to, have someone read her things so that maybe someday Daisy will see it.
Oh.
wow.
That is pathetic.
And
Maybe someday she'll love me again.
Jacinta, what was yours?
8 white.
Nothing to write home about. Back where you started. Maybe sore and broke just like yesterday and tomorrow. You probably learnt something though.
Yeah. Okay, so I think that obviously, like, yeah, the show obviously goes really well, but no one really mentions me in any of the reviews. Like, I don't get any bad reviews, but I'm just kind of like a person who's in the play.
Except this one fringe review that no one actually reads.
Yeah, and like
the
someone
only
who
good
doesn't
thing
see
in
much-
the show.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no one ever sees that. And then I think, you know, I finished the play not really exactly knowing what my next sort of move is, but I think maybe Samuel discreetly hands me the details for a therapist. I arranged my first therapy session.
On the road.
Yeah.
Not there yet, but on the
Yeah.
road.
Exactly.
And that is our game of Fiasco. That ran a little longer than I'd intended, but we were into it, and I was into it, and it was really fun.
It was really fun. Yeah. Thank you guys.
I'm genuinely surprised that Tony came out of that one.
Yeah.
There we go. This is what happens.
I mean, you
You
saw
never
how
know.
soft the margin is. Like an 8 and a 7 were bad results, and you could get lower than that.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the margin is basically 10. If you get over 10, things start to get better. Like there's good results. Those are the good results. So yeah, you just got a bit lucky on the dice roll at the end there.
Which never happens for me, as people, when they watch the Fate show, will find out.
But I started to feel sorry for Tony at the end there. He's like,
Yeah, he had
Madge,
a really interesting character trajectory. Like,
Yeah.
Madge became
Once
the
you
real
find
villain.
out that Madge is the real villain and that she was playing him, you know, you really get sympathy for him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he was just a douche. He wasn't like evil.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
exactly.
Inept douche. That's Tony.
Yeah.
But hey,
I like Tony.
he got to off-Broadway.
Exactly. All good.
I enjoyed playing that.
Me too.
That's
It was
all
really
I've
fun.
got.
Match was so great.
I am very glad that this is the end of Madge.
You don't know
Do
that.
voice again.
Madge strikes again.
He just wakes you up in the middle of the night. Emily leaning over you in bed, just like hello. I can't do the voice. But...
Oh, darling! Do you mind being a little bit quieter and going making me a cup of coffee? There's a dear.
Do you want to sign up to my WordPress?
No, that's what's her name.
I know. I almost said like I'd become a blogger at the end. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, going back to Skeleton Crew. We already did
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
If
Oh, that's
Emily
so cool.
wakes me up doing the Madge voice, Christian, you will hear about it.
Cool.
And it will not be a pleasant conversation.
I would love to meet Madge again one day.
One day.
Thank you.
I
In
feel like
the
she was the real
sequel.
star of the show.
In slightly less than 2 years?
Exactly. Yeah, Jacinta, will meet Madge any day.
Okay, but Daisy has a boundary and it's 2
Yeah,
years.
exactly.
All right,
Which
I
we
can
will
respect.
Madge has gone. Please, for the love of all that is holy, Madge has
Daisy
gone.
will cover that intro. I
Stream's still
think.
going.
What do you want? I've got to sign off. I can't have. You're going to lie down? No? You come to produce the show.
That's MacGyver's the producer.
MacGyver, the producer.
Okay,
Yeah.
good job.
What? All right. Well, if I get the cat to lie down, I will sign us out. But thanks for joining, guys. I hope you all had fun.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed that.
Very much.
I had fun.
Your second or first game of Fiasco, which is always good, I think. It's just a neat little system. Once again, follow the links. I'm going to move the cat out of the way. Once again, come on, Tyler. No, you can come cuddle with me. Once again, follow I'll put the links below for the Fiasco computer and the Dice app that's available online for free. Fiasco computer doesn't include the rules, but it's got all those play sets that you can use, and you can just submit play sets as well. And it's got the submit option there, so people can kind of add their own little fan play sets. Which is all very good. Again, you can get the book. I think you can buy the PDF from their website as well. Bullpit Games by Jason Morningstar. Fiasco. It's very, very good. Lots of fun. Great little one-shot system. The GM-less, which is just a really interesting concept, I think. There's a few GM-less games out there, and I always find them the design just really interesting. So yeah, thank you for watching. Goodbye from me. Goodbye from who wants to say goodbye next?
Goodbye from me.
Oh,
Me. I don't want
You
to.
don't want to. Emily's going to stay on. I'm going to switch the stream just to Emily, and she's going to stay on for the rest of the night.
as Madge. And
Welcome to Madge's brain.
This is the mad show now.
This is my show now. It's all about Daisy and how beautiful she is. You know how small her little fingers were when she.
Well, thank you for watching.
good night, Professor Emily. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching this first attempt. Hopefully more in the future. And that's us for now. The end.
Bye.
I'm going to wait for the stream to catch up because I'm not sure if it's needs to catch up or not. And then I'll end the stream.
Thank you for waving.
Goodbye.
It's like that end of Naked Gun, isn't it? Where they're like,
There you go. I've ended.